Easy.
Yep. Hello and welcome to the stream. First into hell, Lord Crispo, Gola82, David Barnes, Connor Gainey, and Dave. Well, yeah, it's over. Even Bubs. Even Bubs.
What does Bubs say?
And stuff and things. Welcome to fishing.
What does Bubs say, Kyle?
Bubs says late, but I want to point out that it's 4 p.m. right now. Ah, it's 4:01. Ah, but it started on time. Alright, Bubs. Now, this classic fishing game plan right here. Alright, watch as I tell you. So you want to just be relaxed. Don't spurge out. Oh, shit. You know, you just gotta, you know, just chill fishing, you know. No big deal. No excitement or anything. Oh, shit.
One of the things is that he had a quest for you.
This guy? Oh my god, he does. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, no. I say this. Okay, didn't save... Okay, we did miss a few minutes of the stream, but that's not that bad. Where did the old timer go?
Oh, no fisherman, didn't you hear? He passed away just this morning.
Is there something in your mouth?
I guess our old boys finally got the best of him. From what I understand, the guy used to be quite the mercenary.
That explains a lot.
He supposedly did all kinds of terrible things back in his day. Truth be told, no one in town much cared for him. But he sure seemed to enjoy company. I think he made his last days some happy ones.
Your fishing skill has improved. We've completed the fisherman's gambit. I forget that it interrupts the dialogue when you do this. God damn it.
Are you excited for fishing, Kyle?
Ugh. Just fishing, you know. Time for fish, says Desert. Late, also, fishing stream is best stream.
This is strange, but I feel like he's still here somehow, looking.
You're all Japanese to me.
I trust that he is in heaven by now, settling down for a round by the pond.
I hope you're right, Buzz.
Damn. Fishing. I can't imagine anybody doing this. For fun. Ah.
I can imagine Japanese doing that.
Yorozuya donates $2 to say, did Bubs join the Norwegian pastry gang? He did. He's pastry Bubs now.
I mean,
Pastry
technically pizza is a kind of pastry.
Fuck.
I had exploded sausage earlier.
Boop. Boop. And looking over a chat always makes me lose. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. So Bobs will become more rotund like Arch, says the Frenchman? Yes, he will. How are you, Kibs, says David Barnes? Doing good. How are you? Now that we're not playing StarCraft and tilting, it's a lot better. We might continue the StarCraft playthrough, but if we do, it's going to be single player because the mod's just too hard. Unless I can find a version that is the not souped up difficulty for expert StarCraft players. So if you're super good at StarCraft, I would recommend that mod if you're super hardcore, because you'll love the shit out of it.
It's not even about being super good, it's about actually caring and wanting to put in the effort. It was just a puzzle game at that point.
I know, but I remember playing through StarCraft and I could sort of just, once I unlocked the units, I could just sort of play with them however I wanted. Yeah, there was a more efficient way when it taught you, like, oh, there's a siege tank, you don't have to do it this way. But I remember playing being like, yeah, but yeah, I don't really feel like doing that. I want to just spam this. And you could still beat the level, you just take a lot more casualties. Problem isn't that one, you don't beat the level, you just run out of resources. It's over.
Yep.
Ah, so chatter.
If I want to, I should be able to finish most missions by spamming air units. As long as I'm actually careful, pull them back and repair them. But no, it's just flat out impossible.
Uh-oh, we got a super chat right when I'm fishing. Hold on a sec. Half and half. Is that like a T? Half and half donates $5 to say, "Hey Kibs, just completed my move to Minnesota here last weekend. Just heard that they're putting on mandatory mask law in place. What are your thoughts on that?" Well, my thoughts is that's pretty fucking stupid. But hey, at least it's not as bad as the other states where it's mandatory that you wear masks inside your house. Otherwise you get fined.
It's also politics.
It's not really politics, it's actually like law now. You have to do that. I'm not discussing whether it's
law
not good
is
or bad.
policy. Policy is politics.
It may be, but like for other Minnesotans who watch this channel, do not forget that to the I think it's 25th. Double check. You do need to wear a mask so you don't get a fine. If you're
Also
out.
on the mask thing, over here we had that people tend to be a lot more relaxed outside when they have a mask because they feel safer. So
Well, the
maybe
thing is
also
just,
something plays in there.
regardless of what you think, just don't cause trouble. Don't get a fine.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not for it, but I'd rather not
I mean, it
spend
could
money.
be worse. Could be worse than just having to wear a mask, I guess. Wait, is it for
Now,
going outside?
moving on
or is
off
it...
that subject, Fairman. I just wanted to say one thing on the matter, just to remind people that it is a thing, so that people don't get in trouble. That was the only thing I wanted to say. Discordia says, dropping in to say good luck with the fishing. Thank you, Discordia, and good luck with your video. So many people are downloading Star Wars The Old Republic online on my friends list. I noticed even Arch downloaded it. No.
I checked to see if they did anything with the launcher, but no, it's just the normal launcher.
It's the regular launcher. The new expansion pack takes place after the Eternal Empire. Hopefully they'll fix that lore, because I don't really like the Eternal Empire lore. It's like, hey, here's a random
The Eternal
faction that
Empire's
never
stupid.
existed. Yeah, it's kind of dumb. I'm hoping that they're going to do like a Civil War arc or something. It's like, you know, because the fact that the Sith Empire and the Republic are in an alliance together is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
They would never be in an alliance together. They're ideologically so far opposed to each other.
No, they could be.
The Sith and the Republic? Oh, I just don't imagine them fighting together.
I could never imagine the US and the USSR fighting together. Oh wait, that happened.
Well, shut
I
up.
could never imagine the Nazi Germany and the USSR fighting together. Oh wait, that happened too. It's almost like alliances of convenience are a thing, Kyle.
Bubble, shut your mouth. Chat and be bullied. Chat. No, but it's like the
Fucking idiot.
It's like the Jedi and Sith working together. That's the. Just seems weird. Yorozuya. Okay, yeah, I read that. All right, thank you for super chat, half and half. Appreciate it, man. And hopefully you settle in really nice. Yorozuya donates another $2. Say, I hope someone donates another $1,000 for more time. But why? I mean, don't get me wrong.
They hate you.
Our game development really appreciates you guys doing that. We're making a fuck ton of progress. Speaking of which, I was too busy out getting groceries to fuck. Fairman, can you do me a huge solid? In the dev room, can you tag Tyler and ask if we can do a meeting? Or what time he's available to do a meeting? There's some things I'd like to ask him and talk to him about. I totally biffed out and messed up doing that.
Wrong death room.
Yep. Tag Tibbs, like, hey, Kibs wants to know what time we could do a meeting. Like, got some, just nothing specific, just say some stuff to discuss. And
What is it? The team meeting?
in the team meeting room, please. My head itches. Also, Only Death will not be able to attend today's stream. He donated $2,000 in the previous stream. We will be doing something special for you if you're watching the VOD. If not, I will be DMing you, and I will be DMing Mr. Personality again. Because they've donated. What's up?
Wait for them, Kyle.
No, the thing is, like, I asked them what their availability was. I at least got Mr. Personality to answer. I don't see him here. He's normally available at this time. But regardless, they are getting to decide some stuff. Not in terms of game development, but there is that'd be a mistake. But there's some stuff that they get to. There's quite a bit of nice things that we're going to do for them. But the first thing they're going to get to do is they get to help suggest some of the updated content roster and what we're going to do. And even if there's something special they'd like to see in the community events. As long as we can actually get it to work. Some old games just don't work, by the way.
Why don't you do Dungeon Keeper?
I want to. I actually kind of like that game. I kind of miss that game.
I didn't seem to be having a whole lot of fun with it.
No, not with that fix. But it doesn't play like that, by the way. I got it working on my laptop. I think it's just something wrong with my... Maybe my refresh rate on my monitor or something? I'm not sure.
Maybe.
Because on my laptop it works perfectly fine. Problem is my laptop doesn't have a lot of USB ports, and I don't have another USB extender. But it would be possible to record it again on my laptop. Though the resolution is going to look a little weird. Because, you know, laptop monitors are special.
Just hook it up to another monitor.
Try Dungeons 3, says Discordia. It even has co-op. We could also try that. I heard those are pretty fun.
Which game?
Dungeons 3, was it, Bubs?
Oh,
Yeah.
Dungeon.
In place of Dungeon Keeper. I do want to beat StarCraft 1, though. I'm disappointed the co-op mod didn't work. We'll continue the playthrough of that before we get to Warcraft 3, because I was like, no, we're going to kill the series. We're like, no, we're not killing the series. We're just going to kill the co-op attempt. Unless, I'm going to try the older version of the mod. I don't think that version from 2014 is that. I think that's just an unfinished version, but I'll double check it. I was also thinking of contacting the modder himself or herself and seeing what they have to say about it. Like, hey, do you have a version before you did that? If it's not too much bother to them. Shadowfox donates $5, says the dude from Stanley Parable is the narrator and it's great. Oh, I did not know that. That is actually kind of cool. Stanley Parable was a fun little, a funny little game. It was actually amusing. At least I found it amusing. Thank you for the super chat, Shadowfox. I did not know that. I forget the narrator's name, but he's actually got a really nice voice.
It was an amusing little narrative experience, I suppose.
I mean, for the price, I was satisfied with it. You walk through different ways and you get different like responses. I kind of wished it was longer. I missed a couple of the endings. I had to YouTube them because I couldn't figure them out. Bob Neiman donates $2 to say, what is the reskin of Way of the Samurai 4? What is this, a reskin of the Way of Samurai 4? I misread that, sorry. No, it isn't. This is NieR Gestalt. Actually, well, the Xbox 360 box doesn't even call it Gestalt. It calls it... Yeah, it's just called NieR.
But it is NieR Gestalt still.
Yes. That's how you distinguish the Western and Eastern version. I do sincerely hope that Yoko Taro and their team puts in the Gestalt version as well, but I won't be too bothered. I'll just be a little disappointed. Though I do want to experience the other version. But I kind of like the whole father-daughter.
The brother-sister / father-daughter relationship is one of the least appealing things about the game to me.
I know, but I kind of like NieR's voice actor. He's gruff. He sounds mad, and like he doesn't give a fuck. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Neiman. Much appreciated. Did Kibs save? Yes, we did, Mr. Personality. There you are, Personality. There you are. By the way, if there's a specific game you want to see covered, Mr. Personality, we can discuss it in DMs.
James Garrett asking what's up with the fishing.
What's up with the fishing? We received originally a $1,000 donation from Mr. Personality to specifically stream for 3 hours. Why why he wanted to see fishing, I don't really know. Besides, I think he just wanted to see us suffer. And so we said, you know what? The heck with it. We'll do it. Then we received another $2,000 from Only Death to do it for a total of 6 hours. Then Mr. Personality came in again and donated another $1,000 to be like, more fishing, another 3 hours. This is the second half of that stream. The previous stream we did 6 hours. This is the other 6 hours. And it is, yes, just of fishing. If you want me to change the scenery, we can go to a different fishing location. I kind of like this one, though. It's got the best scenery. It's just blue. All right. Half and Half donates another $5 to say, is it just me, or is Qdoba overrated? Also, good luck with your game. Have some more cash. Sincerely appreciate it, man. Qdoba. That's like Chipotle. Qdoba's kind of overrated. Their special, like, cheese sauce, like spicy cheesy sauce, it's okay. It's not that good. Like, and there's only one thing I even like from Chipotle, and that was specifically the barbacoa shredded beef stuff. That's it. Like, everything else is pretty generic over there. Thank you for the super chat. Yorozuya donates $2 to say, Kibs, you can fish in the other version too. Oh, well, that's good. That's reassuring. Thank you for the super chat. Bob Neiman donates another $5 to say, I got a way for you to make a $10,000, but I will blow your back out. Damn. That's dirty, Bob Neiman.
That's some tough talk there.
That is. Thank you for the super chat. Meyer donates $1.33 in his... He's taking advantage of the Streamlabs and the ability to donate in weird currencies because he's amused himself. He says, 2 tongue twisters for bubbles. And you can't see that. I need to copy paste that for you.
No, I can't see that.
Okay, hold on. Copy. Send it to Bubbles. Also, hello, Doge.
Yo.
Stoach.
Welcome to fishing.
Just waiting for you to finish talking before I say.
Hold on, Bubs has to read the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. It's the top one.
No, I'm not sure if I've ever seen that variant of number 1.
Try Bubs.
It's always been Ibsens ripsbærbusker og andre buskevekster and not Ibsens ripsbusker og andre buskevekster. It's always had bær in it. Number 2, tak papp, vegg papp, papp og tapet. They're generally meant to be repeated several times.
I think Bubbles just
Because
had
it's
to
so short. So the idea is that you're supposed to repeat them over and over and over again, and then you break.
Do it, Bubs. Repeat them over and over again. Darn,
Why?
he got it. Myers made.
Bugman is mad.
We're having Kibs grind for Munmuns. This is true. We are
Also,
grinding
you're forgetting
for
the most important thing.
Oh, fuck.
What currency did Bugman donate in?
It just says dollars.
Yeah, so you ask Kyle.
Meyer, what currency did you donate in today?
That's
Every
kind
time
of how you figure these things out.
Like, Meyer generally donates around, like, it's anywhere from $1 to $2 at a time. But the thing is, the reason why it fluctuates in the different cents is because he's donating the same amount every time from his currency. It's just that's how it translates from, or no, in each currency. It's always like 2, but it's always different in US value. I can never determine what, because I haven't memorized every currency, like rubles and shekels and what all those other currencies.
Shekels.
Isn't that a genuine currency?
Yes.
Gola donates $5 to say, don't let Kibs lie to you, chat. He only did 3 hours of that 6-hour stream. The rest was autism and cringe. Was your dad proud? You're a stream thought now? Ew. Actually, I told my father that I made that much money from streaming, and he didn't quite believe me. He didn't quite. Then I showed him the results of some of the art that we're getting from the money for the game. Because we've been able to commission a fuck ton of more stuff. And he kind of believes me. Maybe.
Okay, you're showing the receipts.
It's like, do you see this shit? We have actually, it's going to take a while to burn through all the supers because we have such a surplus. in terms of dev money.
Bogman says he donated in Czech korunas.
Is that Czech money?
Yes.
Thank you for super chat, by the way. Fishing. You know what? We should tell Discordia if she starts her fucking gaming channel, or not gaming channel. If she switches over to gaming, what she should do is have this be her channel outro music.
But that's illegal.
That would... Is it? We don't get copyright claims for these.
It depends.
That doesn't mean that, Kyle. That's not how copyright works, and you know it.
Shut up, Bubs.
It's like, well, I uploaded this entire movie on the internet, but it wasn't taken down. That makes it legal, right?
Bubbles, stop. I'm the anti-piracy agent. Get out of here. He's taking my job. Damn, Bubs took my job. What's like manager?
Then be competent at your job.
I grabbed Warhammer Rat Thong for PlayStation. What?
Rat what?
Mr. Personality, are you feeling okay? I have had too many drinks. Josiah Ernst donates $2. Say, have some shekels, you poor beastard. Thank you. What's funny is you may give, and thank you for the shekels. You may give us shekels, but I'm going to point out that, like, it doesn't matter how much people give me, because I always have the same amount of money, because it goes straight into development. Except for specifically specified money from Smashin. Smashin specified that, I have it written down, it's like 50 Canadian dollars, and it's for a specific alcohol that he wants me to try on stream. On the drunk stream specifically. And so now I have to go and fucking find it. Hopefully it's in that store.
Yes, you do.
Because we'll need it for the drunk stream. Did you want it? I can go get it after the stream, Bubs, if you want to try it for the stream as well, or no?
Sounds expensive.
That's fair, Bubs. That's fair. I was going to say, I'll use my own personal free spending money if you want to take a loan from the Kib. And by loan, I mean, I don't expect to ever get it back, so I don't really care.
I don't take loans.
Bubbles is too smart. Chat, ban him. Vermintide, I soon said stuff and things. Cue the rat thong fan art. Oh god. I've seen enough fucking Skaven hentai to last me a lifetime. I don't want to look at that anymore. Because we have to patrol our Discord server. There's channels for dedicated things. You see things. You see things you don't want to see.
There isn't a channel dedicated for Skaven porn.
There isn't, but I know it ends up in the furry channel. And it makes me
Which for
sad.
some reason you fucking made.
We restored it. Because all walks of life, even degenerates, are welcome on our server. That we can keep them on a watch list. For the purge. Like... and that's how we get them. Fucking furry, says Mordecai. Hey, you're preaching to the choir, brother. Boop. We're going to use up all our bait, and then once I use it all up out of autism, then we're going to go and start getting the most money-worth thing ever. That's disgusting, Kibs. Yes, it is. Architect of Fate donates $1.95 to say... Oh, nope, I messed up. Bubbles or Discordia, if you are still here, someone needs to send Kibs a bottle of Buck Fast for their drunk stream. Kibs needs the Hoos Juice. The what? Bubbles, what is that? Thank you for super chat, by the way.
I don't know. I know what a buckfuzz is, but I don't know what a whose juice is.
The Hoos Juice. Fairman, translate.
Let's see.
He's like, Google, come here.
No, I just need to read it.
It's probably Carl being American, not being able to pronounce things.
This is why I'm trying to find the thing.
Kibs on Buckfast would be funny. Is that regal? Pooch, Scottish drink, says Yorazuya. Kibs, you should invite Drunk Crow on the stream. Oh boy. Actually, I think he would actually specifically refuse. He's on our Discord now, if you want to meet him, have a chat with him. He's a very nice individual, but he has some interesting tales to tell. Bubbles has yet to meet Crow.
Okay.
It's probably for the best.
He's got some really funny and funky and spunky stories. I was there, says Doman.
What?
Yes, you know. You know the story. Just ask him about the fart story.
Sounds like effort.
It was special. But no, he specifically stated that he doesn't want to be drunk on stream because he fears that he'll say something that he really shouldn't. We shall respect his wishes. Ugh. Look at that. Another little fishy.
Good job, Kyle.
YouTube does not want to take my money for some strange reason. I think they've had enough of you. I was like, oh, the YouTube don't like me no more.
But it didn't donate through YouTube.
Bob Neiman donates $5, says, you can't purge me and your crew, and you and your crew can try, but you will just end up like the first party in Goblin Slayer. Kyle will be turned into a brood mother. Squirting out little gobbo babies. That's a weird fetish.
Bob Newman, Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Friar Bear's like, I don't know what to say about this.
All I see is that he's probably one of those pygmy people with a huge superiority complex.
Tell us the story again about how you made small fish eat itself into the fire. It did it on its own.
Cal's a little murderer.
That was an accident. Well, no, it was kind of intentional, and I was like fucking like 6 or something. The thing is, at my cabin, we'll tell the story again for those who don't know, but god damn it. After I read this next super. Golden Dark donates $5, says, it's about time the good stream happened. Rather have fishing stream than StarCraft stream. Desu, 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 breathe, desu, desu, desu. Calm down there, boy. Calm down. Thank you for the super chat. Kibs, have you seen Dark Tide? I did see it, but the thing is, I'm aware of what Fat Shark's reputation is, and I have low confidence in them, to be perfectly honest. They have a tendency for selling a game it's pretty interesting, but it's missing something, like Vermintide 1 and 2, and they have it, and War of the Roses.
Full confidence in them making another game like Vermintide.
It'll be Left 4 Dead again.
Okay for the price point, because, well, Vermintide 1 and Vermintide 2 weren't full priced.
As long as it's like $40, but content support was pretty derp last time. Is this AI stuck over here? He is.
That's fine.
Okay. I don't think you're supposed to be in this area for this long for this to happen. Oh, he's leaving.
He might find his way out again.
Thank you for the fishing stream. You want a piece of fish boat, boy? You want a piece of fish, boy?
Want a fish of me?
StarCraft reference. So, fiery fishy story, Kibs. Alright, so, my cousin Brandon and I, at my cabin, were like, oh, dead fish in the water, because the lake froze solid and there was tons of dead fish along the side. And so we're retarded, so we picked up sticks, and then we poked the dead fish, and then put them on this plank. And we're like, we're going to cook fish, because, you know, we're like retarded and we're little kids and we don't know any better. So we put the fish on the wooden plank over the fire. So we're like, we're going to pretend cook them. And one of the fish started flopping, and then flopped into the fire. It was alive. It looked like it was dead, though. And so Brandon and I were like, holy shit. We felt so bad. Because we were like, oh no, we killed it. It was a living fishy. It burned. It burned pretty fast. That fire was pretty big.
Did it at least smell delicious?
No. No, it didn't.
Did you eat it afterwards?
No. No, we didn't.
So you say you killed it.
It was in the middle of the fire. Like it was.
Eat it.
We couldn't even find its bones afterwards. Like it was gone. It's a zombie fish. Fish was so depressed by you, it said, fuck it, eat. He committed suicide. The game is a PlayStation Warhammer Shadow of the Horned Rat. Oh, it's that game. That game's old. You can also find it on GOG on PC. Shadow of the Horned Rat. Super old Warhammer fantasy game. Back when games were really weird. That's all I'm gonna say. The games before my time, in terms of user interface, they don't have the modern amenities at all. So it's a bit difficult to play.
Some of them were creative in their own ways.
Fire, such a horrific way to go. Hopefully the fish went pretty quick. I'm not sure, like, I think I told like one of my parents about it later, and they're like, oh, it's probably just dead nerves. I think they just said that to me to make me feel better.
I don't know, Kibs. You have seen the wiggly meat.
You know what's funny is I felt bad about that, but when my grandpa and I and my cousins caught like a fuck ton of fish, like there's this other fishing story we have where we were out on, I can't remember the lake, but it's up by a city called Bemidji, up north in Minnesota. You can look it up. I don't remember the lake's name, sadly. We were in this one lake around, it's not too far away, about 15-20 minutes from it. I think we went to this lake, we got on a boat, we went fishing, we swam, and we went fishing again. But when the sun was kind of setting, there were so many fish around our boats that we stuck in the net, and when we pulled the net out, the net almost broke. There were so many fish in it. The fish just swarmed, and it was weird because all we had to do was just put the net in and scoop up fish.
Fish are dumb though.
Fish are like, we want to go heaven. We want to go heaven. And then we went back to the cabin, and my grandpa and my stepdad were fucking slicing up fish and filleting them. And no, they were not dispatched any other way. They were just filleted. I didn't even know that there was a way to dispatch a fish beforehand.
And by dispatch, you mean kill?
Yeah.
So they didn't kill them before they filleted them?
Yep.
That's needlessly cruel.
I don't think they cared. Thing is, I've seen that done a lot around here. I don't think people really understand if fishies have pain sensories, but I heard that they do. I do know that crustaceans do not, though.
They do feel pain, Kyle.
No, they have no pain sensories, not the crustaceans.
No, the fish do.
Fish don't really have the same kind of pain sensories that we do, but they do feel something. The reason why we know this is because sometimes fishies will lose parts of themselves, and they don't even behave any differently. Because their brains are so tiny, they are kind of like little programs.
Crustaceans feel pain is not settled, which means no one knows. So saying they don't feel pain is flat out wrong. We don't know.
I mean, it's like saying broccoli feels pain. We still spend about like $15 million, studying whether or not sea feels pain? How do you know if broccoli feels pain, Bubbles?
I'll put it this way, Kyle. They feel something. They felt something while they were burning. Maybe they don't understand what it is, but it wasn't pleasant for them.
Well, fishies taste good. Fishies do taste good.
I don't like fishies.
Golden 82's like, I feel nothing, Kibs. Am I a fish? You're a little fishy. Bubbles doesn't like fish. Fish are pretty retarded, yes. They're not very intelligent. But there are things in the sea that are, like whales and other mammal-like creatures. Dolphins are pretty intelligent. Dolphins! You say they're creepy?
Rapey.
Yeah, they are.
They are very rapey, and they're assholes too.
I've swam with dolphins only once, but they were trained, and that was weird.
What was the thing? Say like one of them wants to mate with a female doesn't want to do it, they'll be an asshole and will starve the female until it does.
Damn.
They're fucked up.
Sounds reasonable.
I love fish. Tilapia is wonderful. Tilapia tastes pretty good.
It's like a step above tuna. isn't it? Like tuna's like the chicken of the sea, and like tilapia is like right next to it in terms of it.
Yeah, kinda. One thing I like is I like salmon. They're like fish steaks. It's just, that's
like
what I called them when I was a kid. I was like, oh, a fish steak.
Fish steak.
It's like thick, you know? Have you had some really thick salmon? Like, oh, pretty
Yes.
good. Smoked salmon's great.
I've had plenty of fish because I remember my brother and my dad way back when went deep sea fishing. And they've caught many of things out there and cooked it, and I was there with them, and I was like 5, so I don't remember much besides eating fish. Maybe they did carve it up while they was alive, I'm not sure, or they chopped the head off at least. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. All I remember was the parts they didn't use, they just dumped back in the ocean. I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
Other fishies will eat them.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I thought. That's what they told me. I was like, why are you wasting it? And they're like, well, it's like, other things will eat it in there.
Yep.
And then I was like, what about the sharko? And they're like, there's no sharks here.
It might be too shallow. Now, sharks have been known to sometimes go up, but yeah.
In the Gulf, there really isn't that much shark. Like, you're not gonna get the big boy ones. You get the small ones though.
Too shallow.
As long as it's food waste you're throwing into the water, that's fine. Other little fishies will have a
There's
snack.
not really anything. It's just too shallow for sharks.
They're baby sharks though. There's different types of the sharks.
There are small sharks and there are large sharks.
It's like the reef ones.
Yes, Mr. Personality, fish are cannibals. If one of them is injured, they will actually start eating it. But it also depends on the fish, but by and large, most fish will eat each other. Despite being the same species, they don't really care. They're like, well, you're dead, so I might as well just eat you.
Well, you're crippled. You're gonna ruin slow us down. Fuck it.
Your snack.
Indeed.
Crabs are okay. My favorite are lobsters, though, as far as crustaceans go. Lobster tail, specifically. Oh, lobsters. I like crab, but I prefer lobster. Shrimp is good, too. Lobster tails are fantastic. It's funny. Lobsters are considered poor people food throughout most of history, but and even in some poorer countries, like it's common tier food. But like when you live in the West, like it's fucking ridiculously expensive to get lobsters.
What was the thing they did? They lobster was so plentiful that it's peasant food, and then the peasants ate all the lobster, and then now it's not peasant food.
It's like now it's rich people. Yorozuya donates $2 says salmon is king. It's great with fried garlic. Yes, it is. You ever catch your own clams, Kyle? No, I've never really caught clams. I've caught fish. I've never seen a live crab, like a live crab in the wild, or a lobster for that matter. Mostly because I live near rivers and lakes. Don't really live near the ocean.
You reminded me, Kyle. Fucking clam chowder. Delicious.
I can go find a crab in like a couple of minutes.
Oh, crabs are common over there?
Just look under a rock and find a crab.
They're like, no, I'm just a crab. I was like, you might know. I just imagine.
Okay, pick up a rock and then a crab will just waddle up and like, nah.
That is my home.
I'm scared.
It'll waddle off to another rock.
Oh, that's kind of great, though.
I like crabs.
Crabs look funny. I hate bugs, but like
adorable.
crabs and crustaceans I find adorable because they're like retarded. Like,
What do bugs have to do with anything?
because they're kind of like they're exoskeleton based. Bugs are gross, but crabs are cute, and lobsters are derpy and delicious.
A guy I knew with when I was a child got a quite bad laceration by a crab because his brother threw one at him.
Ooh, yeah. Well, the thing is, those things are.
I mean,
You can lose a finger.
I would say pinch, motherfucker. It's gonna hurt.
No, that one had just a very sharp exoskeleton apparently, and apparently what the doctor said is almost as if he got hit by a knife.
Well, yeah, the shell's hard. Kyle's an incel, so
Yep.
he's scared of anything with that shape. That he says they're icky. Shut up.
And I mean, it depends on the kind of crab. How much?
Bass is good. I've had bass. Not calliopes. What are those little fucking tiny white circle things that you eat? What are they called? Musks? No.
Flounders?
No. They're like soaked in butter. I forget the name of them all the time. They're white, like little circles.
Muzzle?
I don't remember. That had a C in its name.
Butter.
Scampi. Scallops.
Oh, scallops.
Those are great. Scallops dipped in butter.
I was like, scampy. Scamp.
Scallops are great. Not abalones. Unless that's what they call them in France. What about hunting? I heard Minnesota's good for it. We have a lot of wilderness in Minnesota. So a lot of people come here to do hunting for deer and stuff. Venison, if you like venison meat, it's pretty good. Tyler actually makes a pretty good venison jerky and venison bacon.
Baby.
Are you saying Tyler's jerking it?
I don't do hunting personally, but Tyler does, and Tyler sometimes he shares his venison loot with me. Pretty nice of him.
You know, one thing we have a lot of here?
What's that?
Scuds.
What's a scud?
They're basically kind of really tiny shrimp that like to hide under rocks.
Oh, more derpy things that hide under rocks.
Yeah, like you go down to the like I go down to the ocean, I pick up any rock, and there's like 10 to 100 under there. Which all just like flop around.
Like, no, our civilization.
They're just waiting for the water to come back up.
Why do they wait there?
It's a running trend in Norway, I see. Things under rocks.
Hiding. Like
Hiding,
crabs,
waiting.
like. And there's Bubs just lifting up rocks, like, no, my shelter,
He's
predators can see me.
He's like, I built my rock in higher location. I had.
No, they're not crayfish. Scampi. They're fucking tiny.
Oh, they're called Scampy.
Well, Scamp is like the group they belong to. The thing that technically they're called Gamerus locusta.
That's a big name.
It's the Latin name.
Let's see, that's like the proper species name.
Like, you just pick up any like tiny rock, like 5-10 centimeters in diameter, just like 10, 20, 30 of them underneath there, just waddle around.
Fuck. I'll be back, says Mr. Personality. Alright, see you in a bit.
So I'll be back to make you fish for more.
Damn.
Can you get any food out of them?
Anyone eat a garfish before? No, I've never eaten a garfish. All this talk of
I don't know
fish
about it.
and seafood makes me want to go to a sushi restaurant. What's
Mm.
funny is, I still kind of like my sushi cooked because I'm always paranoid about it. I hear about Southeast Asian like restaurants where, like, some people get like fucking flesh-eating bacteria and then they die, and I'm like, I don't want to die.
Well, I mean, if you get some of the exotic shit, they do. I mean, most Western sushi places tend to tell you, like, okay, there's a chance this might kill you. Please sign a waiver or don't do it.
Yeah, I normally eat the sort of cooked stuff or the safe stuff. The stuff that's not a problem. I don't want to take risk. Sushi hurts my stomach. Yes, it hurts your stomach because there was some stuff in there, bacteria or something, that your tummy does not like. You can still prepare like fish and make it like sushi rolls, but just cook it. I
You
prefer my
basically
meat
fry
cooked.
it.
Mm-hmm. What I found was a magical thing where they put the wasabi into the soy sauce, and that blew my mind.
It's like the normal thing to do.
I know, But I didn't know that until I went to a sushi restaurant, and the sushi chef, you know, he's doing that performance stuff that they do, the really cool, like, performer, like, where they're flipping food and stuff, and it's part of it is the spectacle and the show. And then he just showed me how to do that, and I was like, what? You could do that? Is that regal? Is that...
That is the purpose of, like, wasabi, is to mix it with the soy sauce dip.
I always had it separately. I didn't know it was supposed to be together. I didn't know.
There's a lot of like proper sushi etiquette, which you don't have to do. Like, the reason why they put ginger on it is because you're supposed to eat like a slab of ginger to clean your palate before you switch to different types of sushi.
Ah.
You're not supposed to say you have a tuna and an eel or crab roll. You don't just nitpick between all three. You finish one at a time, and in between each one you have ginger. But I mean, you don't have to do that at all.
So
but it's just like, it's not weird. It's just to clean the palate, so like you can enjoy the flavor of the different sushi.
Gola82 says, I love Philadelphia rolls so much with thick seaweed wrap. Never heard of that. Sushi is definitely an acquired taste. There is other things you can have that isn't like sushi, like specifically the seaweed rolls with the rice and the little fish in the middle. That's my favorite, or crab or whatever it is. And then you dip it in the sauce. That's fantastic.
I think my favorite is eel. I fucking love eel.
You like long wiggly things?
It's not long wiggly when it's in the sushi though.
True.
This is really good though. Like, I fucking love you.
Is Chibi keeping track of all these buckets? Did you see Chibi in our Discord server posted a Excel sheet of everything we caught? And including the record weights and measurements. All of it.
What's the largest bucket you got?
Freak!
Yeah, what? Why?
He just wanted to. I thought it was kind of cool because it's like, holy shit, like now we can see all the progress we made.
Okay.
How about a jug of Snapple peach tea? Connor Gainey says, hey Kibs, I just joined your Discord. He's like, I joined. Good. Read the rules.
Well, it took him long enough.
And figure out where all the channels are. People hang out in there. Last night we were hanging out there. Oh god. Wait until you meet Crow from V's D&D stream. The guy's a nice guy, but like, he's got a story or two. And some pretty weird ones at that.
Oh yeah.
Told one weird
Speaking of
story.
V and D&D, did you know that V spoiled more stuff
He did what? Where?
on his live stream today?
God damn it, V.
He's probably one of those people that gets super excited and then just wants to tell people.
V, you can't spoil it.
I'm not sure if any of the players are watching it though.
That's true, but things we'll find out because people will tell us. Gola82 says, took me 2 days to get this town's music out of my head. Now it's back. I had Bubbles send the soundtrack to Discordia because she was complaining, like, the music's stuck in my head. I'm like, Bubbles, send this to her.
Bubbles.
I'm gonna send it again.
Oh my god. Gotta left the stream for work. Damn. The thing is, V really wants to tell a story, and I wish he would tell the difference between that. Because there's a story he really wants to tell, and he wants to show people that. And I understand that, because as a writer, I know what that's like. But I think he doesn't realize that he doesn't want to role play, he actually wants to tell a story. And if he does want to do that, he should start experimenting with writing. The music is chill as fuck, though, in this area.
V. The thing is, you can tell a story, just don't force your players to engage with the story in the way you want them to engage with the story.
Let them engage with it how they want to engage.
Yes.
Yep, Crow is agreeing. Crow's been giving or trying to help give the D&D advice, so somebody's helping him out. That's what that message was the other day when we saw in the well, not we. I saw that the D&D group has 100 or had like 100 200 messages. That was them discussing criticism to each other, and it was just going on, and I was like, I don't have time to do this. I have to do my job.
Carl, this GIF is perfect.
Hold on, I'll pull it up after this fish. This one's a fish, Bubbles. No, it's another bug.
Good job, Carl.
Oh my god, that's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I feel about everything in this. God damn.
We should learn that all D&D groups of murder hobos are on the way to becoming murder hobos. Blatantly untrue.
No. Thing
Just
is,
everyone in the group is a retard.
wow, Bubbles, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Carl.
What have I done wrong in this entire campaign? Nothing, Bubbles. I'm flawless in every way. Yeah,
Have you done anything?
I have. Not much, though. Problem is having agency, like, every time I tried to do anything last session, because I've been trying to do stuff, but, like, everybody always talks over me all the time, and they're like, no, you're not doing that. And it's like, but I'm doing that, and they're like, they just ignore me. So it's like, I'm not really playing, is how I feel like this campaign is going.
No one's playing.
I'm tired of buckets.
They're all just talking and then acting as if their characters are video game characters.
Finding a story when it comes to getting started, Merlin, getting started with a story is there's no one right way. And it can happen anyway. I've done stories, like when I did Starbinder, it was originally an idea. When I did Mixers, it was actually a single character. It's like what inspires you. Like, Mixer started with one character. Starbinder started with the idea of an Exodus, and it was heavily inspired by Homeworld. And, God, I can't remember some of the other ideas I had. Another Apocalypse, that's the only, like, parody thing I've ever done. That was started by the idea of just apocalypses in 2012, and how they were just always, like, there's a lot of apocalypse movies, and there's a lot of talk about it ending, the end of the world. And that's where that inspired. And the whole thing is, it's a parody, like the world's ending. It really depends on what you want to come up with. Anything can be a starting point. It can be a character, it can be a place, it can be an event, it can be an idea. The idea of traveling and exploring through space. Like Star Trek Voyager, even though it's not the best show, I like the idea behind it. And I wish there was something else that was like it. The idea of being, like, flung out into the middle of nowhere and having to figure out where you are and come home. That was kind of cool. I just wish they did it better. I think Bubbles would agree on that.
Maybe.
But at least we got the Doctor character. He was fucking fantastic. My favorite character out of that entire show. I find myself wishing that there'd be like a playlist with only his adventures, because I just skipped to him.
There's probably a list for that.
Because like every time I rewatch Voyager, I find myself kind of ignoring everything else now that I know about it and kind of meh. I just skip for the Doctor, because the Doctor is the best.
Doctor.
I mean, no one else. Like, the writing is generally pretty bad. The Doctor has some character growth. 7 of 9 technically has some character growth, but no one else really has any sort of character growth. They all just stay the exact same they are.
They do. The only that's so true. 7 of 9 has some character growth. That's true. But I kind of prefer the Doctor because, like, his character growth goes from the beginning of the TV show and to the end, and he changes. And
Especially like the ones where he gets super overconfident.
Yes. Because he's like, well, you can't hurt me because I'm a hologram, you know? So, his name is Robert Picardo. Say it. Yep, Robert Picardo. That's the name of the actor, I assume. Fantastic job he did. Absolutely. I wish he was in more sci-fi back and then. I liked his acting. I also just really like his voice. You should do you should have done like audiobook work or something. That'd been great.
He'd also pro.
That explains his voice so much now.
Explains his singing too.
That does. He should do audiobooks though, if he's still around, because he's got the voice for it. There's a lot of talk among some of the other players that the campaign ain't gonna last that long. And I kind of wonder if it won't last too long either. But again, hopefully V's listening with his constructive criticism and things can be done to rectify the problem before it gets too bad. My biggest fear is that I'm noticing Sargon has begun to disconnect from the session. I noticed Arch did last time too. The first person to disconnect last session was Arch, because like every time Arch tried to do something, like he kept getting shat on. And I think that's two parts. I think one, because they're kind of upset at him for killing their characters last time. Not Crow, but the other guy and V. And the thing is, like, that's understandable. You'd be sore about losing your character, but like that made Arch get disconnected when he lost control of his character and agency. Because every time Arch tried to do something in the previous session, everybody just sort of shat on him. Then Sargon was next up to bat to be shat on. Sargon was like, oh, I want to do stuff too, and he did stuff, and every time he did something, it didn't matter, and he got shat on. So, and you could tell towards the end, like, both Sargon and Arch were reaching a point of, like, critical mass where they're like, they didn't really care. And that's not good. They tried engaging with the story, but every time they tried to engage, they got, like, pushed off. The people who did seem to be actively keeping a presence in mind was not myself, because I wasn't able to, like, stay focused at all. It was V, no, V, obviously, and it was Dev and Crow. I think Dev and Crow managed to not get disconnected like the other three of us did. Gola82 donates $2 to say, watch Inner Space and Gremlins 2 for more RP. I don't know what that is. Space and Gremlins. Huh. Thank you for Super Chat. Never heard of that. Crow seems like a cool dude, says not available. He is a pretty cool dude. He's a bit chatty when he's drunk, by the way. But,
people tend to be.
He seems like a chill dude. He popped into our Discord, and he hung out last night a little bit. It just said Crow joined the server again. Did you leave the server last night? Potentially. He was pretty drunk. He might have accidentally disconnected or left the server. He apparently joins and leaves Discords a lot, so I'm not sure if he'll stick around. But, it was nice having him for a little bit. Some people just get bored and want to move on. Robert Picardo's most memorable roles. Oh, here's that. Interesting. Robert Picardo RP. Oh, okay. I thought you said RIP. I was like, no. Tizerot says, that is NieR Automata with the robot chicks. This is the older NieR fishing simulator. Well,
It is.
the game's not about fishing. Fishing is a mini game.
Actually, NieR Gestalt / Replicant has hot robot waifus too.
It does have robot waifus. We'll have to discover them. So yes, there are hot chick robot waifus in this one as well, chat. Oh yeah.
Mhm. But not today.
Today is hot fish waifus and seaweeds and buckets.
To be fair,
And
to
can't.
VGMing can be really hard. Yes, it can be.
Yes, it can, definitely.
Well, to be fair to V, that group's sounds like a nightmare to GM for.
Bubbles. I think Crow and Deb are being more than amicable, including myself.
Crow and Deb, yeah. No one else is even trying to do any sort of role playing.
And the third person got caught cheating.
I'm not necessarily certain if Barch is just cheating or if he simply just doesn't pay attention. Because he actually does have the rules on his character sheet. But he was definitely not following the rules to the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever play a... But once Deb pointed that out, Arch stopped doing that, so I don't know.
Which one thing was that he pointed out?
Something with the chromatic orb.
Hmm.
Arch was sad. He's like, that's not how the chromatic orb works. He's like, nope. I don't know.
So no one ever corrected him on the use of Ray of Frost yet. Okay.
Nope. Somebody should, though.
So you think he still thinks it's a beam attack and not just a single ranged touch attack, which explicitly states that it is.
I think Arch keeps assuming 3.5 stuff.
That's not a 3.5 thing.
Arch the boy, you have to check his dice rolls. Arch is naughty boy. Arch needs punishing and banning. Legends say there was once was more to this game than fishing, but it's obviously bullshit. This is Sevetinsky. Make Bub stream his campaign. I wanna hear a competent GM. Well, Bubs.
It's not happening.
Bubs is never gonna GM or do whatever.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stream that campaign
Also,
because I'm playing it with friends.
Chat, you're making a huge mistake here in thinking Bubs is competent. Remember, Bubs will talk a lot of smack, but he doesn't. He's all bark and no bite. Bubs is like, what are you implying? I never fished in NieR beyond the main quest. Yes, and that's
It's
how
not
you
worth
should. That's rare Pepe. That is how you should keep it, my dude. Fishing in this game is boring. Fishing. Sadly, I can't let Bubs fish because we can't use Parsec. Parsec doesn't work with Elgato because Elgato doesn't. Okay, let me tell you how this works. So, I have an Xbox 360 on, so we're actually playing the authentic copy, not an emulator. If we were emulating this, yes, it would be possible because it would be on the PC end of things, and therefore Parsec
That would be
could.
impossible.
What do you mean it'd be impossible?
It would be impossible.
What was your line? No. Naughty Bubs. So what if they made a new Warhammer 40k tabletop RPG where you play as orcs like the whole game is done like FFG, what's that?
Fantasy Flight Games.
Fantasy Flight Games, okay. Final Fantasy games, but you play mainly as orcs, Gretchen, etc. I think it would be fun for like a couple of one-shot campaigns, but I don't think a long war campaign could be. It could be interesting, but I don't know. I feel like it'd get old quick. Like I like the idea of like maybe like starting as like a little knob dude, and then you just ascend your way to not a little knob dude, but you ascend your way to becoming a warlord. I don't know. I'm sure some people could find it more interesting. I'm more interested in like a rogue trader campaign because rogue trader offers a lot more freedom. An orc campaign would also offer an incredible amount of freedom as well.
Fun fact, the Fantasy Flight Games, except for Dark Heresy 2nd edition, which I mean kind of still is using the foundation of Dark Heresy, which was not in fact published by Fantasy Flight Games originally, It was made by the Black Library group that was just disbanded after they did that. Because they figured it would be better off to license it out to someone who had experience doing it. Fantasy Flight did everything after that, but the core rulebook for Dark Heresy, at least the core rulebook, not sure of any others, it was made by the Black Library group. Black Industries, yeah, that's the one.
Didn't know that. Before we ask you any questions on that, BMC Wolverine donates $5 saying, hell, if you want to fish, why don't you just hop on Far Cry 5? Because I was paid specifically to fish in this game.
Yep.
That's why we don't do Far Cry 5. I don't remember Far Cry 5's fishing, actually, now that you remind me of it, VMC. I don't remember it at all.
Retarded, super gamey fly fishing.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the super chat, dude. Appreciate it. Like, the whole fishing stream thing has started because,
Just also threw money at you, Kyle.
Did I miss one?
You feel
Oh,
was
wow.
ignored.
Sorry, my brain. Josiah Ernst donates $2, says, Monster Hunter fishing stream win. Never. It's Monster Hunter. That's why. You're like, nah. Never not a big fan of Monster Hunter. Thank you for pointing out Doughboy as well. Appreciate it, man. You guys are helping me stay on top of things. But thank you for the super chat, Josiah Ernst. Bubbles and I tried Monster Hunter. We actually did. I don't know if you guys... I think some of you are newer to the channel. We tried it when the game launched. I think Bubbles didn't try it on stream, though. You tried it by yourself.
No, I told you. I didn't like the game. And then you bought it for me, and I was like, I don't like the game. And then you were like, try it. I tried it. And I was like, I don't like the game. Refund it.
I tried, chat. The problem was I didn't really much care for it either. But I was like, the thing is, if I could convince Bubbles to play it, I could probably get over it because I would have, you know, enough friends to play it with that I'd be like, okay, I can kind of, you know, ignore it for the most part because it's not as bad. Problem was is that didn't really happen. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. We appreciate it. Bubbles is so damn hard to please. Tell me about it.
StarCraft is a bad game.
StarCraft... Oh, no. I was tilted yesterday, but I disagree about StarCraft being a bad game. It's an old game. Yes. Has it aged well? No. But I still say the campaign was fun. I still want to believe the campaign's fun, and that it's just that mod. That mod is what ruined it for you.
Way too hard, eh?
Yes.
It plays awfully. It just plays awfully.
Part of me wants to continue the StarCraft 1 campaign. Part of me just wants to skip to StarCraft 2, though. We're not going to continue the co-op mod, though. It's too hard. Not unless I can find an easier Games Journo mode. We're looking for the Games Journo mod.
If the game was fun, then hard wouldn't be a problem. It's not fun. It's not fun to play. It's not an enjoyable experience. I don't want to have to sit there and fight the game for every single thing I do.
Ethicus says Monster Hunter is Oh fuck, there's a big fish. Can you read that for me?
Ethicus says Monster Hunter is boring to me because I don't want to spend half an hour in the same fight.
Yeah, kind of the same. The thing is, like, I enjoy big boss battles. I enjoy long boss battles if they're good. The problem is Monster Hunter has nothing but, like, there's nothing to break up the monotony. Like, a boss fight should be challenging and hard, and they are. But at the same time, the boss fights in Monster Hunter are also very much, like, you just have to grind them on top of that. Like, it's like, oh, you need to kill this boss, like, several times to get all the bits for, you know, your armor suit or whatever you want to make. And that's kind of not really fun for me. Now, you could say, like, well, EDF 5, you have to grind boxes too, but I kind of enjoy the gameplay loop of EDF 5.
Yep.
Because it's also a grindy
you
game.
can fuck around with and it's fucking retarded. And everything's going bang, bang, bang. Meanwhile, in Monster Hunter, it's just click watch your character be locked in animation for a second to 2 seconds, and well, hope you didn't fuck up. And well, if you fucked up, you're like, I want dodge. Game's like, you're not gonna dodge, you're not gonna dodge, you're in animation, you're not allowed to dodge.
I am going to die from this. It's so fine. Fucking.
If I was honestly a game designer, I would totally make a 40k tabletop RPG based on orcs, but well, kinda not, lol. Regardless, not like someone else can't. Well, Rogue Trader already has the rules for playing as orcs.
It does. Again, all you have to do is change some stuff around.
in Into the Storm.
And even so, even if they don't have like a certain faction, all you got to do is use the framework of the roleplay system and then just start adding it, homebrew it a little. Again, bear in mind when you homebrew stuff, be ready for balancing. Nothing's gonna be perfect. Even your players will know that as long as that you tell them that. It's like, hey man,
come
let
up
me
with
know.
any particularly special ideas.
Try to keep it in the same framework of the game. Like, don't be too absurd with it.
Doubling headshot damage.
Doubling headshot damage was too much, Arch, because it actually broke the combat system.
In a universe where aiming for the head is that much more damaging, there's no reason for people not to do it.
Yes, because aiming for anything else just means you're missing out on damage. All right,
You're slightly less likely to hit for a much higher increased chance of an actual kill, then you probably go for the actual kill. Well, game mechanics are an abstraction. They still inform the game world. Characters should generally act according to the rules of the world.
Yep, very much. Oh boy. Maybe I should put it up to a vote. Should we continue the StarCraft 1 campaign, or should we just skip for StarCraft 2? And by continue, I mean it will be unmodded, so it would be just vanilla.
That's up to you.
Or we go to StarCraft 2. StarCraft 2, at least to me, is a lot more pleasant to play, because it has a lot of improvements. And it's actually kind of fun. Oh, the story's cringe, though. Makes me sad. Or do we just move on to something else entirely?
Suicide is painless.
That's the thing. SC1 has a better story, but SC2 has better gameplay. That's the unfortunate part. Or skip Blizzard games altogether, says Sebatinsky. But why? We're actually going to do one other Blizzard game besides that. It's the classic, not reforged or refunded version, whatever you want to call it, version of Warcraft 3 with co-op mods that Bubbles has attested that are good.
Because guess what? The retards who made them weren't like, we're gonna make them super difficult. It's like, we're just gonna remake the campaign in co-op.
Actually, I will put
That's
it
all
up
we're
for
gonna
Strong
do.
Pull. Because playing through SC1 single player won't take too long. Playing through SC2 won't take too long either. Actually, no, it would, because there's 3 of them. It's a trilogy. Never mind. It's not over quickly at all. Move on to all fishing streams. Damn. No, we're not giving Blizzard money. These games that we stream, we already own. And we owned a lot. Bought a long time ago.
No, well,
That's why people, when they suggested the SC2 co-op mission packs, I said no. because I don't own them, and I'm not giving Blizzard money. What about Northgard? Not a bad game. Has co-op and all that. Never heard of that. What is Northgard?
Yeah, you have heard of that guy. Stop lying.
Have I? I've forgotten. What's it about? Remind me.
It's a
Scandinavian
kind
game?
of a little like puzzly strategy game where everything is based on hexes, but like the world is broken into hexes, so you just explore and conquer hexes around. It's kind of like a real-time map game in a sense, when you like build buildings on hexes. The hexes have resources. It's all about like Norse clans. And
This sounds
mythology
familiar. If I
and
saw a
that kind of
picture, it'd
stuff.
probably help.
Yep. It's okay.
The first thing that came to my mind was Battle Brothers, because Cash was telling me he was going to start streaming that.
I guess this might be way too long of a game, but how about a Dragon Age Origins playthrough
That is in the works. Or not in the works. That is slated to happen.
at some point?
Yes, so we're going to do most, if not all, the BioWare RPGs. Because right now we're doing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. We have to record more of that. Then we're doing, what else? Actually, we're letting Nobody5732 decide, because he's the artist and he's does a lot of fan art for us. He has yet to make up his mind, and he still has time. Because he has to pick between the next BioWare game being like Jade Empire, or like Mass Effect 2, continuing the Mass Effect thing, or the next KOTOR. And once we defeat all the KOTORs, or defeat. Once we beat all the KOTORs, we will do a SWTOR playthrough.
Oh, you play through SWTOR
Well, you just do the story missions at least.
for all the classes?
No. We're gonna pick like only a couple characters, and then we're just gonna do those. And that's. And by a couple, I mean two, because any more players, and it's actually impossible to play together.
Not impossible. Just 2 is generally the best spot because you can have your companions, and it doesn't take forever to do all the quests as well. Takes a bit longer, but it's nothing it's less significantly less finagling about it.
Fair enough, but still, can't look at Blizz the same way. Well, the thing is, don't look at, like, the thing is, what you have to do, my friend, is you have to, like, separate Blizzard from what it is now. The Blizzard of yesteryear is gone. They've been gone for a long time, actually. So, like, this company that is now is just more like Activision. Is there Blizzard developers still working on it? Yes, we know some. I know some pretty good and cool people that still work for Blizzard, but from what they say, those who have and still do work there, that basically all the power has gone to like the marketing aspect or the like Activision side of things. So executive power for Blizzard has been gone for a long time.
Gola says, "Okay, screw it. This song is going to be my new ringtone."
What's the song called? It's called Sandy something.
I don't remember what it is.
Take what you said, Discoria. Give us a vote.
Persad says, "What about the Dragon Age games?" If I check Discord, I'll have to scroll a lot.
Give us a vote or a price tag for choosing the next game. A price tag? What do you mean a price tag? That we charge? No, we're not doing that. The only reason why we're doing that for Mr. Personality and Only Death is because we're so indebted to them. I feel bad. I feel so bad. They gave us so much, and all we do is fucking fish. All we do. I mean, granted, it's what they want, but still. Finish Death Stranding. I don't own that game, so I can't finish it. That game is way too long, and no, it's just boring. Like, it was funny to do for like 2 hours, and that's as much funny we got out of it. This is more entertaining than Death Stranding's gameplay. This has more mechanics.
I almost Death Stranding is long. Like, on a personal level, I'd almost be tempted to play it just to see how the story is written.
Morbid curiosity is the one thing that always gets me
I
to play
do like
those things.
weird things. Weird things are nice.
Except it's
And
just
Kojima's
weird for the
nothing
sake
not weird.
for weird, though.
It's not weird for the sake of weird. Kojima thinks he's trying to say something with it.
Does he, though?
Yes.
Bubbles, he's retarded, though.
Yes.
Yes. Bubbles like, he is retarded. Play up to when you gotta deliver a pizza and animal semen. I don't know what the fuck that means, and I don't really want to know. Kibs just wants more fishing games. No, not really. Does Witcher have a fishing minigame?
No, not that I remember.
Kinda.
What do you mean, kinda?
You shoot sirens.
You shoot sirens.
Yeah, when you're on the boat, they'll come after you and you shoot them. It's as close to a fishing minigame as it gets.
Okay.
It's kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. There's also shooting drowners underwater, I guess. Kind of like fishing.
Tez recommends the Agent one for the storyline. For Star Wars The Old Republic.
Imperial Agent has a great storyline. It's special and derpy and adorable. It's actually pretty good.
In my free time, well, I was contemplating what to do for working on game stuff. I was playing the Jedi storyline for The Old Republic, and that was kind of fun.
Jedi Knight.
Yep. Not the Counselor, that's bad.
The Jedi Knight story is fine. It's basically KOTOR 3 in and of itself.
It's what KOTOR 3 was supposed to be, and that's what made me want to try it, because I was curious.
Sith Warrior's okay, Sith Sorcerer's okay.
What? The Inquisitor's
Bounty
hilarious.
Hunters-
You just execute and torture people.
You do that as anyone, though.
I
on
know,
the
but
Empire
like,
side.
they have such like try-hard torture missions. It's funny. It's like, don't do it, please. Have a family.
Bounty Hunter is kind of boring in my opinion. Trooper is okay. Smuggler, I haven't even ever finished. Counselor's awful.
Eh.
But I do think I have a level 70 Shadow. So I did finish the story. It's just, yeah.
Meyer donates $1.68 to say, I tweeted a picture of a banana at Cashew, and that's how I got my first follower on Twitter. This message has been made possible by Hungarian Florent. Not the Hungarians. They're like, you was big
Oh,
twin
no.
Cash and
Slovenia.
it's fucking bananas.
Hungarians are adorable, though.
Are they though?
Yeah. I mean, you as a
The
German
Magyars.
should know. What was it, Bubs?
I mean the Magyars.
The Magyars. You mean the Huns? We'll just keep going further back. Just keep
I mean, they still call themselves Magyars, so.
They're more Magyar than they are Hunnic. Because the Magyar settled on top of the Huns.
They actually still call themselves Magyars, Kyle.
Yes, but the Greeks still call themselves Greek.
Still Greek.
Are they though, Bubs? But are they actually Persians in disguise? They're like, Greek boy just cringes like, no, no. Hey Kibs, you excited for Dark Tide? Not really. Not until I see some gameplay. I'm interested, but I'm a little disappointed, to be honest. The one thing that disappointed me from the trailer, and again, it's a CGI trailer, so take it with a pinch of salt, is it was just Nurgle stuff, and I'm like, ah, just Nurgle again? Like, boring. Nurgle and Khorne get way too much love. We never get Tzeentch, and we never get Slaanesh. I can see why for Slaanesh, But at least Zincher's something different.
I mean, Zinch in a game like that would be pure
Yeah,
bullshit.
Zinch is not really about direct attack.
I know, but like mix it up, give some different classes to the enemies. Now we don't know because we haven't seen it, so maybe there is something.
See, the trick would be to do Chaos Undivided.
Yes, then you could have a little bit of everything. That would be better.
Yeah, but the specialists, assuming they just want this.
Yeah, have like a specialist Slanesh one that lures
the
people.
Tank could,
Then
the
the sorcerer
equivalent to a
type
tank or
should
red
be
orb could be
Zinchian.
Korn.
The tank should be Nurgle, the DPS thing should be Coronate, and the sneakiest thing should be
Disabling probably-
Zinch.
Yeah.
Slanesh should
It
be
should
disabling.
Slanesh.
Kostaki.
Zinch could do something like illusion set. Oh, there is a what's the equivalent to a gutter runner, but then this is just an illusion. or
Hold
something.
on, we got a super chat from Glow in the Dark Bubs. Can you read that while I get this big fish? Jesus Christ.
Glow in the Dark says for US dollar 5.00
Goddamn Bubs.
at Eurozuya. Good idea. Discord server tournament. Smash Brother $5 entry. Half goes to winner and Kibs cheeks. Other half to development.
It's like an entry fee to do gaming events. I have mixed feelings about that because I feel like we're leaving out a lot of people that could play games. Also, Smash Brothers. Well, it's a good idea to raise money for the game, and people that could partake in it would do that. We have so little time for community events. I'm worried that, you know, that'd be pretty bad for the community because it's like, oh, now there's an entry fee, you know? The idea is that the community events on the Astrian Conclave are for everybody. As long as you have the game, of course. So not everybody, then, I guess. But if you have the game and you're interested, next Halo MCC stream, people seem to really like the Halo 3 event. That was fun. A lot of fun games. Seth did a fantastic job with that, hosting it for us. Actually, next week's event, we're going to give Salah something to do. Next week, or this week, Sunday's event is PlanetSide 2. And then we'll decide what... After this event, we do every event. We decide what the next one is. We'll decide what the next one is after this event. So it's PlanetSide 2 again. Then it might be Halo again, or might be something else. We'll see. What's up,
Maybe I
Bubs?
should do something productive.
Like?
Docs.google.com.
What are you doing, Bubs?
Actually, not docs. Drive.com.
What are you doing, Bubs?
It's
Bubs!
Time to open the Star Wars RPG folder.
You're not done with it, are you, Bubs?
No.
Bubs gonna work on his RPG.
No,
Bubs working
might
on
as
his
well.
RPG. Makes me fucking want to work on our game more. But we can't because we're streaming fishing.
You're streaming fishing.
One thing at a time. Bubble's talking about developing an RP system has made me not stop thinking about developing a pen and paper for mixers now. But don't have time to work on that. I have to work on a game. What time for PlanetSide? It would be probably start at around 4 p.m. U.S. Central. The reason why it starts on that time is because I work every single day now. I can't quite start it early, so it'll be later for Salah. Salah will probably join later on when he wakes up, because he's on the other side of the planet in Thailand. That would be 4 a.m., so, you know. It'd be later.
Something I shouldn't have.
David Barnes says, because of this, I'm downloading games that have fishing in them. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck indeed? The minute I'm done doing this fishing stream, we're going to play something, or we're going to play the actual game, or something with something happening.
No, the minute you're done with this fishing stream, you're gonna end the stream, Kyle.
No, I mean in terms of next streams. After we're done with the fishing stream, the stream ends. The next stream
I don't
about
care
NieR
what
will
you
be
mean. I
story
care about
progress.
what you say.
Bob, shut up now! I met somebody like Bubs. Oh, that's right. I think Oozlu and Bubs would get along very well. They're like the same. They have like autism pretty bad. Like, they're very
That's
precise.
nice.
Everything has to be precise with them all the time. Kibs, how do I get into BattleTech?
You don't. Max are dumb.
The same way you get into any universe, actually. Find something. Find a touchstone is what I like to call it. Something that you're interested in, like what?
Hating Max.
Bubbles, be quiet. What kind of faction do you like? Read the faction.
No, I'm actually right here though. For instance, if you really hate Max, you could get into the BattleTech universe and you could start going into tanks.
You can. That is actually completely viable in tabletop.
What's that? Did you tone change, Kyle? Why is that, Kyle?
Because you clarified. Your words have meaning, Bubs.
Strange how that works, isn't it?
Bubs, shut your whore mouth. Now that Bubs has learned a valuable lesson about never speaking. Yo. Bubs! Find a faction you really like. And just do it that way. Same for any major IP. Even, like, with Star Wars, I'd say find an era you like and then figure out what you want to do from there. Like, faction-wise. Find a faction you're interested in. Learn about them. When it comes to BattleTech, find a faction you're interested in. Like, do you like the Draconis Combine, the Japanese Space Weeaboos, like, or do you like the, you know, Free Worlds League, House Merrick, you know, with their fucking lack of anything, and they're basically just space Yugoslavia. But, you know, figure out what you kind of like. Like, I picked the Magistracy of Canopus, not just because they're a tiny little underdog nation, but because they're fucking degenerates. They have fucking, like, pretty advanced technology for being a periphery nation because they survived a lot of the wars, and they can actually have legitimate space echoes. If you're a Roma boo and you like Romans, you could also, you know, join up with the Marian hegemony, because they are retarded and they think they're Romans in space. They're actually retarded though. Glow in the Dark donates, or no, not Glow in the Dark. Yorozuya says $5 at Glow in the Dark. 90% of funds go to Dev. Dev's winners gets 10%, and Cheeks and Kibs Cheeks. Fairman can comment to the game, and Bubbles can make eating sounds. Bubbles can make eating. Alright, just hand Bubbles a bag of chips and so I start eating. You know, I don't like chips.
Chips are okay.
Something crunchy. Maybe an apple. Maybe like several dozen apples. I really miss Mech Assault, says David Barnes. Mech Assault is fun. I really wish it would get ported to PC. Kingdom Under Fire from the original Xbox, both one and its expansion Heroes, got ported to PC. I wish Mech Assault 1 and Mech Assault 2 Lone Wolf would also get ported to PC. They're derpy arcadey action games that are just kind of fun. Console exclusivity. See, console peasants will constantly go on and on about like, oh, this game's great for this console, but the thing is a lot of these new consoles don't have backwards compatibility. And so because they don't have backwards compatibility, the old games will always, their game roster will never grow. If these games if these games were compatible with PC, they would be timeless. Because they would always be accessible. Even games that are difficult to get to work, like, you know, older games like Dune 2, like, you can still get it to work. It just takes a while. And some tweaking. But it's possible. Oh boy, we got a lot of supers. And we got a big fish, of course. Hold on. Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck up.
You got money.
I'm trying to actually intentionally fuck up. Can you fuck this up?
Just let it go.
Ow.
Just read the chat, see what happens.
Okay. Glow in the Dark says for $5, fight game okay, it did lose. Fight game tournament with Kibs, usual guests. We place bets, winner win double money, max $10 losers, money pays winners, and game development. See, this sounds awful.
This sounds illegal.
This sounds illegal. This sounds contrived. If you want to support the game, all you got to do is donate, and it's your choice. You don't have to if you don't want to. I prefer that method.
This sounds like the kind of thing you generally need a license to run.
Yeah, you have to get a license to run something like that. I'm pretty sure we'll get in trouble. Thank you for the
you
super
got a
chat,
license for that run.
And you know what? Thank you for putting some thought into that, because I appreciate that. That's pretty nice. But I don't think we can do that. Josiah Ernst donates $2 to say, Canopus has space Neckos? What? They do. Technically, they can make you literally any fetish you want. They're degenerate like that. Just look up the Magistracy of Canopus. Magistracy of Canopus. They're a periphery nation, also called by the Inner Sphere a barbarian kingdom because they hate periphery kingdoms. But the Magistracy of Canopus is pretty cool. They're pretty advanced too. They managed to keep a lot of the technology that they had. Or if you're really retarded, you can always join Comstar and start
Kyle, what's the Terran thing?
What Terran thing?
The Terran thing, the Terran age something.
Terran hegemony? Terran hegemony? Whatever. What about it?
Look, no, I'm just wondering.
I had a feeling you didn't actually want to talk about it.
No, I just want you to try to say hegemony.
They're the old... They don't exist anymore. They're basically... That was the kingdom that ruled the Star League. They're dead now. They died when Amaris was all like, I'm the new First Lord. And then fucking Kerensky was like, you killed my fucking Kang, dude. Like, I'm gonna kill you. And then he killed him. and then he said, fuck, everything's on fire, I'm leaving. And they left. That is a horrible way to summarize the events of what actually happened. But that's kind of it. Actually, no, it's a lot more complicated than that. But that's a topic for another fucking time. Boop. Oh, fuck. Yes, the First Lord. Because the thing is, normally the position's called First Lord, but because fucking Amaris was fucking really fat, I call him the First Lord, because he's rotund.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fat shaming.
He also committed mass genocide. Like, he's pretty bad.
More fat shaming.
They fucking buried Terrans in mines alive and left them in there. Try to kill them. To wipe them out for revenge. Revenge of the Amaris. Gola says, bye-bye friends, I need to shower, shave, and kick off my weekend with some fish from this awesome seafood restaurant down the street. I'll be back later, I hope. Alright, well, you enjoy your fish. We'll keep catching them so that you can keep eating them. Alright. If you read Tacitus Germania, he talks about the report of Germanic tribes. What are you talking about? Talking about space. Romans traveled in space, didn't you know, Bubbles? TB Dirt Golem says, dang it, Kibs, you were supposed to turn off your personal AC unit, not MN's. I got my Florida man co-worker complaining to me about the heat. Fix this. Whoops. That's fine. You're just a Florida boy. Florida boys must suffer.
They must.
Oh my god. This one's really fine.
I need to figure out how I want to do weapons.
Make them so they don't work. And they're useless.
That likely wouldn't be fun.
You don't say, Bubbles. It's a joke.
I want to try to have a focus on some customizability, at least for some base models that you can kind of just mix and match to get a bit of what you want.
I'll read that as soon as I'm done fucking catching this son of a bitch.
I'm not entirely certain how I want to go about doing it.
Come on, fish, you stupid cunt. Get out of the water. This is a rare one, boys.
Looks like a fish to me.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh Jesus. Here it comes. Oh. And it's in space. Are you as your marketing manager, says Glow in the Dark for $5, got to think up money schemes for development and marketing since you exclude us from your budget. Wamp, wamp, wamp. Look, all I can say is the
marketing department can make their own budget.
They can make their own. They'll make their budget, they'll submit it, it'll get rejected. No! Kill myself. Thank you, Super Chat. Live stream actual fishing? What? No, I don't want to go outside. Fuck, I don't even have a boat. I don't want to sit on a dock with a fucking webcam and laptop to stream. You know what fucking pain in the assy that'd be? No. And then it just gets kicked off into the water. I'm like, no. Fuck that.
Prince of Crow says, do weapons like with an avatar, where your weapons are the elements themselves and you totally do not bend them. See, that could work in Avatar, not in Star Wars.
Yeah, Bubbles. Not in Stork Wars. Chad, we've fished for hours and it's not even time to stop. Chad, it's only been 2 hours.
Haven't fished for hours.
We're going to a different place. We're gonna go fish in the desert, I've decided.
But what about the music?
Tired of looking at everything here. Fuck.
But Blue.
Fuck, it's this way. God damn it, I got lost. Bob's just barrel rolling, okay? You don't understand.
What about bait? Don't you need bait?
We don't need bait. Our RNG chances are with the RNG God smile upon me. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Sad. But only a little sad. I don't even know what fighting in this game's like anymore. All I know is how to barrel roll and fish.
That's nice. Prince of Process. Shite. I thought it was a custom game, not Star Wars. Lol. See, never make assumptions. Assumptions bad. Assumptions get you killed.
Yes.
Assumptions are what makes you end up in a ditch along the road with blood seeping out of your head.
Bubble shot him. Bubble shot. I was like, I don't like you very much. Bob's man, madman.
Track how many fish you caught. Maybe in a stat somewhere.
I don't even want to know who tracks it. Chibi. The politics of BattleTech has always been interesting, if a bit retarded at times. Well, it's pretty realistic, honestly. It mirrors actual real politics. It's silly, derpy, and there's kings and there's kings, and they're burping and derping about fucking stuff.
We don't talk about politics here.
Talking about Battlesquack.
BattleTech politics.
BattleTech politics are funny though.
I think the rule is no politics. You didn't specify.
What was that? Mighty Bubs. Well, that is actually factually correct. Your name is indeed Bubs. When Bubs is born, his mom's like, this one is Bubs.
You should save often.
Glow in Dark donates $5 say as wait, no, you already said that. Glow in Dark says needs $2 to say. I think my chat's broken.
Okay.
It's not updating.
He said, have you ever done noodling?
Okay, that would explain. I was like, chat just fucking died. I was like, they just like, I don't want to talk anymore. There we go. Okay, chat's back. Put them over there. Shut up, Bubs. Now, Golden Dark donates $2 says, have you ever done noodling? No, I don't even know what that is. Thank you, Super Chat. What is noodling? Noodling fishing with hands. Nope. Never done that. Wrong way. For catfish. You mean neckofish? I wish catfish actually had little cat ears. That'd be fucking great. They just pop out of the water and I'm like, I'm retarded. I'm retarded. And be like, you know what? That's pretty fair. You are retarded. Then fish Kibs. Ah, you stick your fingers in a dark hole. God damn it, I didn't even save. Gotta go back. Okay. But who actually wants to touch fish? I have. My grandpa used to have like a koi fish pond. They're fucking huge and they're pretty. You stick your fingers in and they eat your fingers and like, no, no, no. And they're like, oh.
Fish are derpy.
And they look at you like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because they'd like eat the wing, they'd try to eat your finger like, nom, 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 and then they'd like stop because they couldn't eat it, and like they'd like float backwards, and then they kind of look at you, and they were like, oh no, it's a person, and then they go back to doing
Kibs has a really special relationship
To be
with
fair,
fish.
if you're gonna stick your fingers in anything, calves are kind of adorable because they'll try to just suck on your fingers like the titties.
Kind of great.
And goats are also adorable.
Hey, didn't finish
Okay.
reading my message, Kibs. Did I?
Yeah,
Channel
Kyle,
Fox, what did you
read
say?
it.
You stick your fingers in a dark hole and let neckofish bit them, and then pull them out. Oh damn. Well, fish don't feel bad. Hey, you didn't finish reading my message, Kibs. Basically, you're using your hands as bait, Kibs. A lot of people drown noodling.
No.
How the fuck do you drown?
Goats are actually pretty cute. Yes, they are. Goats are adorable. Until they bite you. You drown because you get dragged down by the fish, I guess. Or
That
you just
doesn't.
fall in and retarded.
You fall in and you're like, I don't know how to swim. And you just-
Catfish can become rather sizable.
Yeah.
And fish in water are pretty strong.
You drown by water in the lungs, says Bob the Builder. That sounds about as reasonable to me. The catfish pulls you under the water, or whatever else is down there. What the? Why do you noodle? Like, that's a stupid way to catch fish. Have armor now? Lol XD. Cue banjo sounds, they drag you. They drag you down.
You know what the best part is?
Snapping turtles? Yeah, that will fucking take your fingers off.
Snapping turtles are fucking scary.
My fingies. My fi-
Hey, Kyle,
a
you know
gator?
what this
That'll
boat is
take your
for?
arm. What?
You know what this boat is for?
What's it for?
Make a wild guess.
Fishing?
No.
Sailing? Look at that
Fast
guy's
travel.
leg. Oh, it's a fast travel mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
Look at, watch his leg balls when he leans left. You see that? That's kind of great. Arrgh.
Something. Like it just slides up. Poor Discordia.
Why?
She's really not. She's really not liking making the video she's making.
Maybe she should make gameplay videos. They're so much more
Yeah.
chill and easy.
Yeah.
Be bad at games, profit. Yeah.
Gets less clicks, but at least you're happier for it.
Making political videos and drama videos, yeah, you'll get more subs. But honestly, fuck that. I'd rather just play games and be happy I'm more, like, not gonna lie, like, even playing Fire War, yeah, it's a miserable game, yeah, it's bad. But at the same time, at least it's not politics. God damn it.
Even StarCraft is better.
Even StarCraft. I think it tracks everything, says Mr. Personality.
Kibs, would you rather play Helltaker?
No.
Bubbles, you missed that yesterday.
You missed nothing, Bubbles.
Meh.
We reached new pout levels.
Meh is all he says, Bubbles. Or Fairman. Now zip it.
Kyle, you do know that VODs exist, right?
What? Yeah.
Video on demand.
They exist. People can go watch if they want.
Mm-hmm. So
I
why don't you want to talk about it, Kyle?
I don't want to talk about it. It's dumb. I hated every minute of it. We kept getting a lot of supers to play it, and so I downloaded it and I played it, and I was like, this is awful. I hate this. I hate you. I hate everybody. And it was definitely Fairman's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Fairman was like Sig Heil the whole time. He's like, God,
I mean, yeah, I tried to
Like,
help him, which I probably shouldn't have
Fairman
done.
would go on about how he loved Hitler. He's like, God, Hitler. I wish you were still here to guide Germany. I was like, Fairman, calm down, dude. You're a Nazi boy. And he's like, no, Sig Heil.
Look at him trying to deflect again.
Sig- It's not deflecting when it's fucking true. And I'm like, Fairman, no, don't do fascism again. He's like, fascism is the only way
Oh,
forward.
Zip
Kyle, you
it.
know what a game we should play?
What?
Umbrella Corps.
No, let's play Operation Raccoon City. That's bad, but that's just on Alien Colonial Marines bad.
I mean, Alien Colonial Marines is one of the worst AAA shooters ever made.
It is. Oh shit!
Just like Umbrella Corps.
Umbrella Crow is bad.
It is bad, yeah.
Shadow Fox donates $5 and says, "Lol, not really. It was definitely my fault, and I take pride in it." Shadow Fox is like, I gave months to watch Suffering and Sadness.
It happens.
I'm done.
Did he
fishing.
feel a sense of pride and accomplishment?
I think I know a game that might make Kibs Bob's Banhammer.
Discordia is like, I'm not making drama videos. My brain's just melting from political nonsense. I envy you fishing, to be honest, lol. Save me.
You can literally just make something else, you know? You can literally...
You don't have to make it.
You actually don't have to make political content if you don't want to. If you're not happy making political content, then just don't do it. Trust me. When I stopped doing game like news coverage only, because that's used to be what I only did, like I was so much happier. I was like, oh my god, this is so much better than talking about Creative Assembly and how they're fucking lying assholes and how they scam people all the time and censor people and ban people for literally no reason other than just simply not agreeing with them or being too inquisitive about certain aspects of the game. Like, what about this mechanic? Ban. What about... Or, you know, pointing them out.
Maybe Discordia could become a fishing streamer
Yeah, stream fishing games.
exclusively.
Never do exclusive content. Like, one thing I want to get back into is doing video game news podcasts where we just talk about video games and what's coming up.
Okay, games are games, they're games.
Like, for example, Halo Infinite. Like, it looks kind of like Play-Doh. Like, I can get behind that. Play-Doh, Halo, like, that sounds kind of cute. I can also get behind the idea...
Halo.
And if it's stop motion.
I can also get behind the idea of brute monkeys. Oh god, they look so derpy.
Brute monkeys I can get behind. Brute monkeys in
out of my
fucking
swamp.
marine armor I can't get behind.
Bubbles, they're Marines. They're just misunderstood. Their armor
I feel
looks like
it's
Marine
just
armor.
racism. It's like in this day and era with Black Lives Matter and all that, is it really a good idea to have black people for the Covenant?
Yeah. Are you saying that black people are bad? Is that what you want to say, Bungie? Oh, wait, no, it's not Bungie. You are 343. I miss the old brutes. These brutes are an absolute downgrade. Halo 3, I like the way things looked in Halo 3. I like the way the look of the elites. I like the look of the grunts. I like the look of the brutes. I love the look of, you know... I'm not a big fan of the looks of the Marines. Personally, I think Halo 1 had the coolest looking Marines, where they're just wearing metal slabs. That was cool. It was derpy.
It's kind of derpy.
I prefer it, though. I prefer it.
They're all super excessive, though.
Like the Halo 2 Marines, I was disappointed by. Halo 3 was just the same Marines.
Everything in Halo 2 looked bad.
Halo 2 is an
always
ugly
kill
game.
them on sight.
But my 343. Halo 2 brutes were ass, though. Halo 2, you know, I'm talking about Halo 3. Halo 3 for me was the pinnacle of, like, the visual aesthetic and just overall the pacing. But I still prefer Halo 1 in terms of gameplay. Halo 1 has this just good feel to it. It's very much a nostalgia feel. I like the feel of the weapons, I like the feel of how things die, and I like how blood squirts out. I really wish they would fix the problems with that version, though. It's based off of fucking Randy Pitchford's Gearbox version, which is cancer.
Kind of amazing how many games and ports and all that Gearbox is fucked up.
And yet they still got them. Networking. Being able to know the right people can get you all the connections you need to get it.
Gearbox make that horrible 007 game as well?
Do not remember.
Like the last one, I think. Let me go check.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
007 games.
I kind of wish Halo 3 was a bit longer. I always thought it was kind of a little short. Like, I wish I had a couple more missions. Like, I would like, actually, to be honest, like 3 more missions. I'd like another mission on Earth to slow down the pacing a little bit more. And then 2 more missions on the Ark. 1 mission before they defeat the Covenant dude. And another mission after that, sort of showing them building the Halo and stuff. To extend it out a little bit more. And maybe a replacement mission or a complete redo of the Cortana mission. Because getting Cortana, that mission's awful. Ugh, that mission's terrible. No amount of fishing will stop me.
Let's see, Nightfire, I think. Let's see. Nightfire. Let's see. Oh, look, Gearbox Software. Yeah, they made that horribly broken port of 007 Nightfire.
Port for what? Onto what?
PC.
I had the PS2 version of Nightfire. It was pretty good. Or I remember being decent. But apparently the
Like,
PC
they
port
cut
was
out
bad.
large sections of the game because they couldn't make it work in the source code engine.
That's terrible.
Or Gold Source Engine, right order.
No, kids, that's Gearbox.
I think it was fine on console, just the PC version was fucking broken.
Kibs, I will re-ate you. I gave you a cat-eared catfish in contextual. Let's take a look. You little shit. You little bastard. You little bastard. That's horribly photoshopped. Look at that. It's an echo fish.
Let's see what we have there.
Love the stream.
Cool.
No kid ears. It's an echo
Hurt
fish.
him. Hurt him.
Like, I'm a fish. God, I love the faces on fish. They're like, duh. And they're like,
They're derpy.
I don't understand what's happening. Oh my God! Look at his
Oh, what's
face.
going on? I'm a fish.
Yeah, fish. Cursed image. Laziest cast ever. Gotta get that line out. Damn, it's true. It's our last sardine box.
Way.
Morning, Smokey. What?
Smoky.
Gearbox worked on Condition Zero. Did they have anything to do with the campaign in Condition Zero?
What's condition 0?
Counter-Strike.
Was it bad?
It's special.
Gearbox is one of those companies that I don't even know how they keep making games.
I don't know.
I know Sega was fucking pissed after they stole money from them.
Hello, dear.
Can you blame them?
Nope, I do not blame them. Actually, no, we'll sell the fish in like one giant stream. We'll have so much. No, fuck it. Should we sell the fish now, chat?
Sell them all at the end.
Fine. We will sell them later, chat. And now we fish for eternity. Oh yeah, we got a catch channel. Oh shit, nibs. And he's gone. Gearbox probably should have gone out of business by now. It's thanks to Borderlands. It's one of the reasons why the bastard's still in business. That mediocre looter shooter. That Borderlands 2 money has to run out eventually. Problem is they did a lot of epic exclusivity deals. But they did a epic exclusivity deal.
Let's see. It seems that Turtle Rock was the ones who developed. No. Ritual developed and Turtle Rock finished the deleted scenes for Condition Zero, so Gearbox had nothing to do with that. Shame. I wish I could make fun of them for that too.
We all do. Ah, finally, a sane person. Borderlands, I'm gonna correct it because I know what he's talking about, is like really borderline bad.
Borderlands.
Oh, Borderland, haha. Bad. It's one of the most boring games I've ever played with my ex. Oh my god, is it boring?
I didn't find it that bad, but
It's so bad. It's not even funny. Like, the core gameplay loop, the gunplay is bad. The story is bad. The art style is, it's forgettable. And to top it all off, it runs in circles, the whole gameplay. Like, what is the gameplay loop of Borderlands? Let's discuss that for a second here.
grab guns so you can grab more guns.
It's a looter shooter, but in terms of its gameplay loop, you run from point A to point B killing. And while you could say like, oh, but don't you do that in NieR? Yeah, but there's a lot more stuff going on at the same time. Sure, there's puzzles, sure, there's boss battles.
You could boil down anything to just repeating the same thing over and over again.
But is the
for the most
gameplay
part.
loop fun? Borderlands gameplay loop isn't fun. The gunplay is overall bad. Versus the combat in NieR, even though it's a little bit rough around the edges, as far as hack and slashes go, I think it's fine.
Borderlands can be fun. Can being the operative word. I don't really like playing a lot of characters. Like, the one actually fun character I'd say to play in Borderlands 2 would be Gage.
Oh boy. Borderlands just was boring. Long day at work, come back to shoot some, loot some, go on with your life, says Numadon. Numadon will be beaten. He's like, no.
No, it needs to be beaten.
Well, the problem I have with Borderlands is that it crashed my PS3 when I play online. Oh, I don't know about that. That seems like a bug. I'm surprised there are
there's a bug, yes.
There's no microtransactions in Borderlands. That is surprising. It's a quote-unquote perfect game to put them in. Considering the gameplay loop is just rinse, repeat. Games, David Barnes says, make games great and finally finished at launch again. That's never actually been a thing. That's never. Okay, so well, I understand the sentiment that you want more completed good games. That's good, true. Games that have always, since the dawn of time, had a tendency to be rushed and never really be fully, truly realized. Like when you actually look into the design docs and some of the stuff about them, the ones that you can find, you'll find that a lot of those games have a lot of cut corners and a lot of missing ideas. Ideas that they just didn't have the timetable to do. It's kind of like when we did our indie game, or when we're doing our indie game. The reason why we're taking as long as we are is because we aren't cutting corners in the same way. Now it's a double-edged sword. We have an opportunity to fully realize the vision, but at the same time, to realize the true vision of the project, you're gonna have to extend the development time, because to get everything you want implemented means not cutting massive corners. Because cutting corners will get the game done quicker, but the true vision will be, distorted slightly. Like, a lot of games go through different changes, and that's different. I think that I'd say that's honestly different than things compared to the original designs for Halo, because Halo was meant to be an RTS. I think even Gears of War, from what I was told, it was also meant to be an RTS as well, but they had plans to make an RTS. The thing is, like, those were just like genre changes. Like, even our game experienced a genre change at one point. Before we brought Bubbles on, Tyler and I were making before it was a turn-based RPG, it was actually sort of like, it's hard to describe. I don't want to say Castle Crashers, because that's it'll give you the wrong image, but it's similar-esque to that idea, or it was. It was like, okay, it's like an action hack and slash, and it's got RPG and missions and stuff like that. And that was it. It's not on the level with NieR, because NieR's development is money that went into this game is money that we don't have access to. Kind of like a side scroller, but not quite. Because you could go like the camera would be kind of like this, like a little bit to the side, and you could go up, down, left, and right. Not a action RPG, because we didn't want to go for that. But kind of like this, but a lot more zoomed out. So it kind of looked like this, yeah. That was ages ago, though. I have some of the old sprites from that in I feel like the early access plague is finally receding. The thing is, early access can work, but it requires the developers to have a good plan for it. It only works for some dev teams. Like, it worked well for the Terraria devs, it worked well for the Factorio devs, because they're about done. Deep Rock Galactic, it did a good job with that. But there's a lot more devs it didn't work for. It really just depends, doesn't it, Bubs and Fairman?
It does depend, yeah. Also, Unadeath is here.
It's the same thing I have, if you remember me saying that with Patreon. Some people can do a good job, and other people, I think, get a little bit too complacent with that one.
Yep. Welcome back, Only Death. Okay, I'm here. What did I miss? We're just talking about games and game development. I think I do have to go to the bathroom, though. The beachroom. I gotta go to the beachroom. We'll go to the beachroom in a
Go
sec.
to the bedroom.
Doesn't really matter. We'll be catching fish all night.
Oh, good for you.
Bob, should we put up should we do a poll if people want us to spend time completing StarCraft 1 or 2,
Well, it's up to you.
or then just go through Warcraft 3? Because we could just cut out the middleman and do Warcraft 3 co-op.
It's up to you if you want to do it or not.
I will make a straw poll when I come back from the bathroom after I catch this fish. We taught Kibs how to noodle only, and then I drowned him because I got eaten by catfish. That go fish like human flesh.
And then people realized Kibs was a catfish all along.
Early access fucks the incentives of devs. I can't really attest as I don't know that many devs who've done early access.
Maybe you should finish reading what he said.
Okay. Early access kind of fucks the incentives of devs, though. Like, if you've already made all or most of your sales, why would you complete the game? You actually get a fuck ton of sales still, from completing
Look
the
at
game.
how many Terraria got sales got after it.
Yes,
What
even
was
for your
done.
next game.
that too. The thing is, though, when you do the launch of your game, from my understanding, from what the indies I've talked to, bear in mind none of the indies I've talked to directly did any early access stuff. They knew people who did. The idea is that, like, okay, you get a trickle of sales, which is good, so you can keep funding and finalize the development if you're having hard times with money. A lot of people enter early access because they don't actually have the money to actually make the project to its fullest. So that's why they do it. It's literally because they don't have a choice. And then you could also argue, like, oh, well, then abandon the project. The problem is, normally by that point, they've already spent so much money and they just ran out of options or something like that. Or maybe they did plan to do that all along. But when it comes to it, like, when you finish the game, like when Factorio launches, it'll be like Deep Galactic. It rises back again to the top of the store page, and you get a massive chunk of sales, and it does, you know, pretty well for a little bit. Now, some games, when they leave, don't actually get that, like, nice bump there, and then, like, oh, crap, we developed the game, but we're not sitting on that much money still. So it again, case-by-case basis. Kibs isn't fishing. Tut-tut. Kibs isn't fishing because he's about to go bathroom, but he wanted to finish answering that question. Burb. Also, welcome, Only Death.
Wow, he finally noticed. That took forever. Fucking Carl is so goddamn slow. Isn't that right, Fairy Talk? Why, yes, Bubbles. Ich bin ein der Firmen. I think he's living in his own little world.
Huh?
Exactly, Fairman. So, building with bubbles, when, maybe one day, still.
When Eco's finally finished.
We also
Bubbles
need
can.
time to actually record stuff.
Yeah.
Actual time. Not just like sporadic, half an hour here. So any of y'all thinking about getting the remaster Destroy All Humans? I never played it.
Same.
So I don't really have a connection to it. And it doesn't look like something that's anything for someone who didn't already play it. I mean, if you didn't play it and you pick it up and you love it, sure, good for you. I looked a bit at it, I'm like, I don't think I'd really enjoy this much. It might be fun for like 10 minutes. I just don't have the nostalgia.
Yeah. It's with a lot of these kinds of games.
It is. But for the people who like it, good for you. For the people who don't, well,
I'm
good for
big.
you.
Are you though?
And
Yeah.
for Kyle, well, fuck him.
Early access win, Kibs. Never. Why never? Because it doesn't really work for us. At least I don't think it would. At this point in time. Because the problem I see with early access for us is our game's heavily story driven. So like piecemealing the story to you in bit by bit like an episodic release. Sort of like what Telltale did. It has very bad results because you have to meet certain deadlines, which means if you're like, oh crap, you know, this is a bad thread or we should maybe rewrite something, like then you really can't, you don't have time to do that.
Rename
Was it
the
Bubs?
universe to Quarter Life.
Quarter Life? What's that?
And then you have episode 1, episode 2, and we'll never release episode 3.
Are you talking about Life is Tumblr?
Wow, Cap, you're... Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. See if you figure it out or not.
I'm fucking with you, Bubs. It's a
Sure you
quarter.
are.
You stupid fuck. God damn it, Bubs. Bubs like, now that Bubbles has been punished for his sins. Kibs, low rank
Can't
streamer,
punish
need
Bubbles.
Gatorade bottles to pee in and poop bucket so you can still stream. Damn. No thanks. That's not how that works. Life is cringe. I was making a joke, Bubbles, because that game is
Life is cringe, lad.
beat.
Sure you will.
Life is Tumblr is pretty bad though. Tits or
All I
ass?
remember about
Why
this
not
game
both?
is that scene where they steal a gun, then shoot something, the bullet ricochets basically, and directly back to the shooter, and then you say, stupid gun!
Yeah, it's the gun's fault that you're retarded.
Yep. Life is strange as life is fucking cringe. Doughboy said the same thing.
getting it's like if you get in a car, you just hit the gas as hard as you can, crash, and then go, stupid car.
Stupid car. Oh god, like when the guy in the bicycle meme who puts a stick in front of the fucking bike tire.
Thanks, Obama!
No, and he's a stupid bike.
Yeah, no. That one got me so much.
They make life is cringe. Well, okay, gonna hit the hay. Have fun with your action-driven game, you son of a bitch. Try not to burn out too quickly. Good night. Numadon, take care. Life is LGBTQ plus a win. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Preferably
Tired.
never.
I hiccuped. Why are you tired, Bubs?
So I didn't
Because he's
sleep
Bubs.
well.
Bubs,
He's
why
alive.
didn't you sleep well? Is it, oh my god, I literally don't know.
Probably because I woke up every single hour I was sleeping.
Oh, I
That's
know that.
Pretty
Why,
bad.
because of noise or just restless sleep?
Gives
So
bad
it
luck.
was because of noise.
Ah.
So building with Bubbles win. I'm gonna pick up the remastered Destroy All Humans. Why? Because my parents wouldn't let me have that game. It's too violent for you right now. It's like, what? Let me fucking kill humans. I wanna be cringe. Bubs, are you gonna go to bed? You're gonna go to bed. There's no way you're making
I
it through the stream.
wanna.
You're not gonna survive, Bubs. You're too weak, Bubs.
Okay. I guess I'll go to bed now then.
Look at Bubs. He's like the potion seller meme. He's like, actually no, he just agreed. That's the problem. That's the problem. Potion
If you want
seller.
me to leave, I can leave.
He's like Kibs seller. I'm going to sleep. I need your strongest potion. I need you.
Uh-huh.
I can't. You can't handle my strongest potions because you are made of the weakest of the weakest. And these
No,
potions are
Bob,
for the
man.
strongest
Seagulls
of
are
the
not being
strongest.
a problem. I don't
I love those
have
things.
the seagull problem that you do.
Seagulls.
Bogman, ho. I hate catching hard fish. Why? Because I can't pay attention to the fish meter anymore. Like, I actively zone out while fishing now.
I
It's
mean, you're paid to fish, not to pay. You weren't paid to fish successfully. Just gonna point that out.
Look, I'm just trying to fish my way through life, Bubs. You don't understand. He's like, Bubs. It feels like yesterday. Bubs was a girl. Bubs is a girl, actually. Have you seen the Bub Orc emoji on the stream? It's for server. It's fucking hilarious.
Christ, you love that
No,
one
I haven't
so
seen
much.
that one, Kyle.
It's fucking great. Bub Orc looks like it describes Bubbles like spiritually. Like that is that is what Bubbles is. He's actually just an orc who's apathetic. He's had
Bubbles
enough.
is that.
He's had enough of being an orc, and he's like, you know what? I don't really care. I don't really give a shit. I don't really. He's done. He doesn't care anymore, chat. He's given up. It's apathy Bubs. The apathetic Bubs face expressions on everything is making me laugh.
Implying that is
I
normal.
wish I had a slave.
Why?
Could make the RP for me.
I can make the RP for. It's called fishing, not catching. Says catch up.
Smart
Are the
ass.
seagulls getting to you now? No, you're there already. Kibs, do you need any kind of special qualifications to get into anti-piracy like you? Special qualifications for other firms? You have to be able to operate a computer.
They're probably gonna require some degree or another. For no reason whatsoever.
You really don't need one. As somebody who's actually worked as one. The ability to research and use your brain is all that you really need. And
What
the
you
ability
need
to perform.
is
Well, that-
the
that
ability
already
to find the
removes
control
50%
key, the
of the
C key, and the
populace.
V key.
Don't forget the Control Z key in case you make a mistake.
Oh yeah.
Hotkey that shit, because it'll go a lot faster. What are you talking about? Bub's Ancestral Viking Raider Blood coming out. TB Dirt Golem says, I managed to finish all the tactical locations in Crackdown 2 last night. I'm hoping to finish the Sunburst stuff tonight while you fish. Ah, the Sunburst. So, when I do Crackdown, when I do like those sandbox games and you have to like clean out an area, I like to just focus on all the objectives in that area. Like in Crackdown, I focus on killing everybody on that island, and I don't go to the other ones until that one island's done. So I have to wipe out the terrorists, and I have to wipe out the zombies. What, Bubs? What?
Nothing, Carl.
Bubs, why are you making that fucking noise?
Don't worry about it, Carl.
Bubs,
a Bob.
fucking tell me.
Don't worry about it.
Bubs, what are you doing?
It's nothing, Kyle.
Why am I being tagged in different rooms on our server?
Because people love you.
But, chat, don't you understand, chat? Like, no, we don't understand nothing. Like, duh, my name chat. Bubs man, bad man. Fuck. Look, sometimes you got a fishing stream, chat, you know? You gotta fish your way through life. Just fishing for some fish.
Sometimes it says.
Just fishing, chat, fishing for fish. Chat, I want my game done, chat. Finish the game, chat. Finish it. Hurry up, come on. Chomp, chomp. Like, okay. Okay. They start drawing pictures and stuff. Yes, work, little slave minions. My name Doman, not chat. My name. The Doman is special.
He's a fucking deer.
In the Discord server, yes. That is his profile picture.
He is a dear
Why do you-
girl, isn't he?
Oh boy. Fishing mini games, I tell you, chat. There's so many things I want to
Thanks,
do.
Japan.
No, not this. Not about this game.
Thanks, Nippon. You fucking retards.
Wow. Bad Kibs, more fish, says Disco. Never. What we really need to do in live chat, what we really need to do is work. Work more.
Work.
Work. Fish. Kibs fishing merchandise win. I don't know. Maybe I'll ask fucking Jake to make us like a fishing t-shirt or something. We'll sell it on them. We might as well fucking profit more off the fishing stuff. You might
as well.
Fishing stream. It just shows Aerith and Bobette. Just chilling on a boat being sad.
Yeah.
What?
I'm waiting for it to hit 3.
Why?
Actually 2.
Why?
What is it, 3? Oh yeah, no, 3.
Why?
It's been 3 hours.
You're waiting for it to be
Now I
halfway?
can go to bed.
You're gonna abandon us
Good
halfway
conscience.
through? You pansy
Yep.
little bitch. Bubs, you coward. You've been leaving me to
2
do
to 4 hour long streams, Kyle. 2 to 4 hour long streams.
We're gonna finish the fishing stream tonight so that we can just play NieR next time. Ugh.
Wait, aren't you playing NieR right now?
Like that game, the actual game, not the mini game.
I mean,
I
why
don't know,
didn't you
I'm-
do these 6 hours of fishing in NieR Automata?
Cause nobody donated like $4,000.
You could have asked them.
I'm not gonna ask the people to donate $4,000 out of the blue for
No.
me to play a
Oh
game.
my god, Kyle. You could have asked Mr. Personality and only death.
Just ask 2 of them. Alright, so I want like all your money.
No, Kyle, you fucking retard. Oh my god.
Oh my god, Bubbles in one. Come on. What is it?
You could have asked them if they want you to do that instead of doing all 12 hours in just NieR.
That's a good point.
You fucking muppet.
We can still ask them. You know, we
Kyle,
could-
there's a reason I call you an imbecile sometimes.
Hold on, chat. We can still end the stream in 3 or when it turns 3 hour mark, and then continue the fishing stream another day on a different game. But we have to ask only
Do
Death and
tomorrow
Mr.
if you want.
I don't want to do it back to back. I want to break up the monotony so I don't die in the inside. So-
Now if you change game, there won't be back to back, it won't be monotonous.
Wait, no, don't you have to make something tomorrow?
If I have time, yeah. I'm not sure if I actually have time.
Win size. Is this a challenge? Challenge for what? Boop. Just waiting for him to make more subscribe start tiers. Fuck, I've been so busy. I know, I promise I'd do that. I will get on that.
Should
People
write
wanna-
it down.
People want to make... Perman, remind me as soon as the stream's over. We have to add more subscribe stars tiers, patron tiers, and YouTube member tiers. 'Cause people want to give us more money. If they want to give us more money, we should let them. It's up to them. Fish in whatever game you want. It's your channel. This is only death. Wow, you're so... He's like, I give a lot of money, but I don't really care. I don't really... I mean, that's
just
fair.
He
want
just
to see
wants to
Socrates
see you
fishing.
fishing.
Now, where's Mr. Personality? Crawl out of the ground, Mr. Personality. He just crawls out of his little bed. I like to imagine he's like 2 feet tall now. He's stubby.
You know what'd be funny, Kyle? If people donate to keep you having to fish, like just having to fish all the time.
I mean, if it funds the game, then that's a sacrifice I'm willing to fucking make. I'd be sad about it, yes. But hey, at least the game
I
would
wish
be
I
done.
was a millionaire.
Well, then you could just fund our game and then we could be billionaires. That's how
Or
math works. That's not how math...
I could toss money at you to make you fish,
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
and then fund the game through that.
Like, well, the game got funded. My soul's gone, though. Somewhere in
Wait,
this
you had a
blue...
soul?
Somewhere in this blue throbbing mass bubbles, it's gone. Also, you notice how the water breathes, Bubs? You weren't there for that part of the stream. Look, Bubs, the water's heaving, Bubs. Do you see that?
I know.
Up, down, up, down,
Frontier
up,
waves.
down.
Early Death says the important part is the fishing. I don't care where you do it.
Fishing, mini games. They're great because they require you to fish.
They are the most fun, aren't they?
Oh god, there goes a fish. Oh, he's dead now. Why is he dead? He flew up into the atmosphere. Fucking no oxygen. He's dead. Out of the atmosphere.
Space fish!
Like I told you, the Yorha installation was taken out by all the fish crashing into it. Not from within, Bubs.
You mean the bunker?
Yep. There was fish impacting the side of it. Frozen fish, specifically.
Uh-huh.
Space fish!
The orbit of the installation finally got in the... Like, it had been slowly drifting, and it drifted right into the fish. The fish, the millions of fish were like torpedoes, blowing up the entire station.
Uh-huh.
Poor Shadow Fox is like, Phoenix Point, I still can't wait to get you even though I don't agree with what your creator did.
I heard the game was bad, though. So fishing, wow. No, I don't want to give Blizz money. Actually, for level 20, you can actually get the fishing profession. Oh my god, install World of Warcraft just to fish? Are you serious? Are you serious?
I think you might be serious, yes.
Fishing in WoW, though, is like literally the most... I would... If Blizzard wasn't retarded, I would unironically, like, be like, yeah, for fucking $8 bajillion we'll fish in WoW. Because can't you level from fishing?
No, I don't think you get XP from fishing. You get XP from harvesting resources, but not fishing, I think.
I would say, if it leveled, I would unironically do a complete complete level, like, up all the way through fishing. That'd be funny. That'd be horrible.
Did that with, like, mining and herbalism. It took forever.
It would take forever.
You didn't kill a single mob.
No kills. He just fucking mined and herbed. That is impressive. I'll grant him that.
Bogman says fish in RuneScape. Yeah, I want you to do that.
I don't like RuneScape.
Why
Something
not?
about the presentation to me.
Play old school RuneScape then, if it's still up. Like the actual old one. First one.
Bubscape. Yes, fishing, hunger, RP. Red Wolf Dog Rocket's excited. Kibs, you should make a fishing RP with V, Dev, and Crow, and I bet you could derail it to an anime level. I could probably talk Arch into it because Arch wouldn't, after the last session, probably be up for the idea of fucking with everybody. I don't think Sargon would go along with it because I think he'd be like, I'm fucking bored. I'm fine.
Just, I mean, you have a bunch of money, you can buy a fishing boat or something.
Buy a fishing boat and just do an entire day fishing. If he's like, but my story, I'm like, shh.
I mean, if it's just one
You'll
day,
scare the fish. You'll scare.
probably still cheaper to put.
If Arch actually was to resume lurking hunger back from where it was, we should find a lake in the Undercity, Bubs, and we should start fishing. Start fishing.
And just stay there, create a fishing aquarium, and then get killed.
And then get killed because chaos invades and the planet gets destroyed.
Well.
But hey, at least we
Guess
have to have our
what?
fish.
If the players want to start fishing, then it's up to the GM to facilitate that and to make
Yes.
something around that. It's
like
not
there could be
the
a fish
GM's
monster.
responsibility to tell the players that the boat broke and they can never get a new one. That's not how you GM.
You're implying the GM is there to make it Fun for the
Agent
players.
Redemption asks, so will there be fishing and mixers? Bubs, any progress on the fishing minigame?
No. I've got other things to do first.
Okay. Well, keep us appraised for when it starts, Bubs. I expect
Okay.
to have updates. You know what? I'm gonna be
I
almost
might need to
completely
be a
hands-on.
reminder when I have time for it, though.
Okay, I'll keep bringing it up. I might even like sketch out an idea for it and see what you think. It'll be tactical turn-based. No.
Tactical turn-based fishing.
How does
It
the
should be
word-
real-time fishing.
Oh, it literally would take forever. Wow, that would really rack up the playtime.
I think you're failing to grasp what real-time means. Real-time does not necessarily mean realistic times.
Like you just have to hold it there and wait. Like this.
That's nice, probably.
I mean, this is real-time fishing, yeah.
Question is, how do we have the reel back mechanic? Because it's mouse and keyboard. Now, granted, we do have controller support, but like, we have to be thinking in mind for all control schemes. Is it just
Novice,
button?
you just do the mouse in circles.
That could work. Oh my gosh, though, that's quite a bit of animation. We don't have to have
That's
the
not
character
animation.
be animated. We just have the rope be animated. Like the character is going to be in that pose where they hold the fishing rod. And then the bobs. And then you yoink the fishy out. Bow fishing. That would be using the combat system.
Fishing with grenades.
That's right. I do think we should have the chicken have death animations, because they should be able to be killed. But, oh. GB Dirt Columns donate $5 say, name the movie this line is from. Buzzin' buzzin' frog, born on the shores of the Euro-Lava River in Rapala. A couple of husky jerks brought me to slimy slug South Dakota up there by Timberdoodle. The Zebco Brothers by Salty Dog Shrimp.
Oh boy.
I have no idea what that's in reference to. Thank you for the super chat.
It
Bob's
sounds vaguely familiar, but I can't place it.
Bear.
No idea.
Fuck. What is that from?
I think we failed.
I think we did fail.
So we'll wait for an answer. Kyle,
Yeah.
have you seen Oldboy yet?
Nope.
Why not?
Chat did it. Wrongfully
to Kyle.
accused. Wrongfully accused? Is that the name of the movie? And Leslie Nielsen movie.
Well, I'm not sure if the hint is gonna be that helpful when people have answered.
GB turned calm frowned like, oh. GB, no. If you didn't look it up, good job. I didn't. I looked it up on the chat based on the response. Love Actually, one of the best movies. Wrongfully accused as per Perry Planeta missionary. Perry Planety. He's like, he's butchered my name. Single
Do you
tear.
know what's a good movie, Kyle?
What's that?
Stalker.
Why?
Because I imagine you'd be bored out of your mind watching it.
It's so
Is the
deep and
attention
has
span
such
getting
meaning.
bored by a movie that's relatively slow? No.
Relatively slow.
But you know what I mean.
It's one of the slowest movies I've ever seen.
Yep.
If not the slowest movie I've ever actually. That's probably the slowest movie I watched to completion.
Oh, another fish. If you haven't seen Wrongfully Accused, you should take some time and watch it, says Chibi Doi Golem. Red Wolf Dog Rocket says, Slenderman movie's out.
It should have been out for a while.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty
from
sure
what I've seen, it's just one of those teen horror movies where you just
No,
go.
it's terrible.
I mean,
it's
the
actually
good
bad.
thing about these kinds of movies is usually you're happy when people die, so.
That's true. Strawberry soda is the best soda. Why? Because it's made out of strawberries. Probably isn't though.
It's made with strawberries, yeah.
Yeah, that's normally it.
Bogman says I've seen Stalker thrice. 2 times was enough. Yeah, I probably not seen it more than 2 times. I've seen it once. I like the movie. Like, I really like the movie, but I have no real desire to watch it again. It's that slow. It's like sitting there for 3 weeks. Except you're only sitting there for like 2 hours.
Are you saying this movie bends reality?
Kinda.
Mission accomplished, huh? I mean, that is in theme with the movie, yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at the fishies, chat.
You know what's a fantastic movie?
What?
All for
Raw Force.
Raw Force.
I still love that movie. It's so bad.
But why, McBubs? But why?
Because you gay?
Wow, Friar Bear. Why you bad?
Come on, man.
Why you a mad lad?
Because you gay.
It's fishies.
Because your
The
mama has
room
no
is
shoes.
kinda overrated in my opinion.
Well, that's because everybody talks about it. It's mean.
Well, it's a mess of a movie. It's hilarious to deconstruct, but it's not like funny bad to the extreme. Like I've seen far more funny bad movies. It's a fucking massive failure when it comes to any sort of movie making. But it's not what I'd consider to be among the best bad movies.
Oh my god, remember when Bubbles was going on tangents about Neil Breen for hours? I was like, I like Neil Breen.
Neil Breen
There's
is
no self-awareness.
basically Jesus. Neil Breen is Breezes.
Why is Bubs a girl? That's a good question. Because he has a vagine, or she.
I
Ovaries
still
for
haven't
Bubs.
watched Twisted Pair. I should watch
Kibs,
Twisted
I know
Pair.
that. I know for a fact there are quite a lot of people that would disagree with that.
Ovaries for Bubs?
Maybe not that.
He's like, they'd probably be okay with that.
Yeah.
Kyle,
What?
buy me Twisted Pair.
What's that?
It's a movie by Neil Breen.
Why do you want it so bad, bitch?
It's a full-length feature film.
Yeah, and what about it?
Kibs, it's a Neil Breen movie. That's why he wants
I
it.
know it's already
Yeah.
bad.
Neil Breen deserves all the money he can get so that he can enact whatever plan he has. Neil Breen is psychotic, I'm pretty sure.
He's psychotic. What's he gonna do?
I don't know.
Probably hurt people.
Try to take over the world? I'm not sure. He seems to have some strange delusions of grandeur. He seems to believe himself to be the moral arbiter of the entire world based on his movies.
That's kind of great. Kind of funny.
Of course, Kibs would say that.
Kind of funny. You should watch Santanago. All 7 hours and 19 minutes of it. Ooh, yikes. That sounds terrible.
That's a lot though.
I'd like to not.
I have a
How
couple
about
of movies downloaded, but I need to watch them. Need to get around to watching them, Kyle.
Go watch them.
Well, I can't. I'm here watching you instead.
He said, my name starts with B. Watch them when you're not here.
And I can do other things.
Oh my god, both. See, the thing is, it doesn't matter what you're doing, it's always whatever you're doing currently. Which is always something.
Always doing something.
Exactly.
That's kind of the problem, isn't it?
So stop
Right now
doing
he's
so
doing
much stuff.
something. He's breathing.
For an old film, Nightbreed is good for the bad guy in it.
Nightbreed.
Nightbreed sounds like a bad porno movie. It does.
Yeah, kinda. It sounds like a bad vampire porn movie, specifically.
Yeah. It does. What do you think of that? Chat. Like, oh. I squeal in delight and pain and misery.
Yeah, you need more fish.
Oh, wow, Bubs. I'm so glad you were able to figure out I need more fish, Bubs. It never exceeds 3 tugs.
That's nice.
Never, chat, never.
You will never surrender, but within you.
All we will see from now on, chat, is a fishing rod. God damn it, camera. Do that thing you did again when you got stuck.
Doman says, Kibs, I thought you wanted to fish somewhere else.
We did. Then we came back.
Yep, because this place has best music that I can't hear, but that's fine.
Because you're just a bub. He's no. I saw one such movie back when they did softcore porn. The end involved a vampire walking into the sunlight and being cured of her vampirism. Of course, she bangs a lot of dudes. Sounds normal.
Sounds about right. See, the cure to vampirism is a bunch of cum and sunlight combined.
That's terrible.
You need to get that human DNA back into the body somehow.
We got the power of life injected into her.
Something symbolism, something sperm being the seed of life, yada yada yada. It's clearly meant as an artistic piece.
An artistic porn.
Artistic porn. Ugh. It reminds me of the fucking Turtles song.
But why?
Why not?
Oh, that was an artistic piece of shit. I forgot the exact name, but Bubbles should know what I'm talking about.
Should I? What are you talking about?
Wheel of the Worst. Fucking Turtles
Which one?
song. The last
Turtle
one.
song.
Twilight then?
The last episode?
It's the last episode, yeah.
I don't think I watched the entire thing because I think I tend to fall asleep halfway through. Because I usually put it on late. And I'm like, I'm gonna
That
watch
one is
this.
just special
I'm
because
gonna
they have
sleep
a
now.
really pretentious modern art video.
Oh
The
yeah,
Grizzly
I know that
asks-
one.
The Grizzly asks, have you guys ever seen Black Pants Legion? They do some really good Battletech lore. I thought it was a person, not they.
It's a group as far as I know, but I think Tex does just about everything on the channel.
Okay. That expands my view a little bit more about what's going on. Yeah, no, I watched some of the Battletech lore vids he did. They were pretty good, actually. In fact, I'd argue they're probably some of the best Battletech lore videos I've seen. Other than, you cannot top Razorfist Battletech introductory video. That was the best. He did the
Fanboy
best one.
detected.
No, it's just how he does his videos.
Okay.
He has a good way. He's really good at making a sales pitch. I'll say that much.
Yeah, some people are good at that stuff.
I think Razorfist has done the best Battletech video I've ever seen. And then followed by probably Tex, if I had to guess. The thing is, there might be someone else, not to be mean, but like, I only know Tex and Razor Fist Video. There's a couple other ones, but I forget their names. Is it better than mine? Yeah, easily. The production value is way ahead of me. It would be like if I devoted our game dev resources, our production quality would easily match that. But no, the game gets that resource. That's not worth it. Part of the reason why I stopped doing lore is, again, like I said, time and working 70-hour work weeks, 7 days a week. Now, I could spend time doing, like, lore videos still, but the problem is I have to juggle that time between producing content for the channel, game dev, and my full-time job. So it's like, there's not time for it anymore. So it slipped out of the roster. Slipped and she fell out of the roster.
Carl did, yes.
But it was probably for the best. I spent a lot more time when I was writing, working on the game, which expanding its lore even faster and better. Glow in the Dark donates $10 to say something that will have to wait. There we go. I fish, for I am a fisherman. And I, fisherman, fishes for fish. Fishing for fresh fish, for I favor fresh fish from fishing flavor of fresh fish I favor. Fishing for hours of virtual fish is fun. Well, alright, thank you for the $10 donation, and you're evil.
You made a mistake in the end there, Carl.
I did. Thank you for Super Chat. I did not complete it to its fullest ability. The tongue twister has beaten me again. Ethicus says...
Probably demand your money back, Glow in the Dark. He didn't make it, I'm sorry.
Shut up, Bubs. You didn't make it through some of them either. Now, Ethicus says, Razor Fist in general is a fantastic YouTuber. He's pretty good, yeah. He is pretty good. Worth watching. If you haven't heard of him, I know he does a lot of politics, so if that's not up your alley, then he does do other stuff. Like, he talks about Star Trek quite a bit. And video games. Though he interlaces it with quite a bit of political content and commentary.
Politics are gay.
But if you can get past that, he does a fantastic other stuff. His political videos, if you had to rate them, are at least entertaining. The thing is, I don't really want to deal with politics right now. I'm kind of done. Kind of done just looking at it. Tuning it out. An excellent as platformer, Shadow of the Beast remake version. I don't know what that is. You should refine the post again, says Doughboy. Doughboy, you will be banned. I made the tongue twister just for Kibs. I know you did.
Wow, and you couldn't even do it.
I
oh
couldn't.
My God, Kyle,
Wow.
how ungrateful.
Why are still here just for fishing? God damn it, Meme Gene 69. Why are we still here? Just to fish.
Your head just to fish.
I'm not a pheasant plucker. I'm a pheasant plucker's son, and I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. My name is Rocket Dog Rocket. And now you
just
get
want to hurt those people so much.
Sometimes, chat, you have to suffer through life. Sometimes you have to squeal and squeak and die. Like that. Chat. Chat. Well, say it faster. No, I don't want to. No, I don't. See, if I read it like a normal person, it's hard to get screwed up in. Here, have a bucket. Here, have His scripts and timing are really
They're so
good.
happy.
There. The Arafine Thieves to Kuru. The Grizzly donates $20, says, here's some money for your guys' game. Also, Razorfist is what sold me on Battletech. Waiting for the new Mech Warrior RPG release on the 30th of... oh, it comes on the 30th. Did not know. I'll have to take a look at that. I'm hoping I'm worried it's going to be too streamlined. But we'll have to wait and see. I have access to the beta, but I haven't looked into it. Gonna run Alliance with friends. It's gonna be a fun campaign. Yeah, I hope so, dude. I hope so. And also thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it a lot, dude. Helps the channel a lot. Actually, no, it doesn't necessarily help the channel. It helps the game development. Which helps the channel. Helps morale. Helps trying to figure out how to
Help someone.
Yeah.
We're not sure who yet.
I'm not sure which artist's pocket that'll end up in. You can hope that it ends up in Banana Boy's.
But Banana Boy's disgusting.
Banana Boy
Used
pizza.
on bananas.
Literally, that is the thing he will be known for until we die. Like, if we become big, like, people, and we're like making like a $5 billion budget game, we're like, I remember when Banana Boy was a banana before he actually had enough money to go through the conversion therapy and became a banana
You
pizza.
should offer to pay for him to move to Cuba,
Why?
so you can start paying him a lot less.
That'd be terrible, though, Bubbles.
Yeah, even if you cut his pay and like cut it down to 10%, I still think he might even be rich in Cuba. That's the worst part.
Grizzly says the newest BattleTech tabletop wasn't terribly streamlined. Just had a lot of the fat of that game system. Might have saved Warhammer Fantasy had GW went the same direction as Catalyst Games Lab. Catalyst Games Labs is actually a better company than GW, at least right now. Granted, they don't have the money and power that fucking GW does, but they have BattleTech. They have what's the other one, Bubs? What's that fantasy cyberpunk one? Shadowrun.
Shadowrun, yeah.
They have Shadowrun, and they have a few other things. I can't remember them all. That's CGL. They're behind. Those are the guys who own that stuff. They've done a pretty good job of helping to pull BattleTech out of the graveyard, because after WizKids sort of ran it into the ground, it kind of was, you know, desolate. They've done a good job of restoring it and reviving it. Although, Kibs, the sprites for your game look amazing. Yes, excuse me, pardon me. The sprites are done by our amazing animator named Cashew. He's the guy we make fun of for eating banana pizza. He's a Swede who loves banana
As we
pizza.
should.
As
we should.
He buys pizza from the pizzeria, and then he cooks it, or if it's already cooked, and then he puts bananas on it. Freshly cut bananas.
I hate him so much.
Activision Blizzard versus GW. Who would you rather give
Fire?
money to? I'd rather just shoot myself, yeah, and get it over with. I'd rather throw my money into a fire pit, because that's where it's going to be. I don't want to give GW or Activision Blizzard money. CGL, I'll still buy their stuff, because CGL hasn't done anything stupid. Yet. Or at least anything majorly stupid that I've been appraised to. Not sure. Haven't been able
And
to keep
here
up
comes
with
the
them.
banana pizza hate.
Yep, here it comes. Yes, our lead animator does that.
He's retarded.
Yes.
Sadly, there's not much we can do.
We can make fun of him, and we should.
It doesn't work though.
Still should make fun of him. Be cruel. Call him names. Remember him that he's a Swede.
But why? But why would we do that? Firebear.
Because he eats banana pizza.
Gibbs, is there anything you'd recommend to a new player of BattleTech? What I recommend? Well, let's start with what you'd like to do. Would you like to read a book? Do you want to play tabletop? What are you looking for? Do you want to learn about the lore, a faction, or something like that? An era. How I like to break it down is by factions, because most of the factions survive through most of the eras. look for a faction that you're interested in. Are you interested in Comstar? Do you like silly fucking space wizards that believe that basically interstellar phones are like holy and they work? I don't have words for that. What kind of faction are you interested in? You know, we had camps for people who put fruit on pizza here in Germany. Damn.
Oh god, another German. Fuck off.
Fairman, be nice.
No.
Yes, Fairman.
It's a
doesn't know
cultural
how
thing.
to.
You wouldn't understand, yeah?
Be nice to the people who help put fucking money in your pocket, you little slut.
Do I also have? Does it mean I also have to be nice to my countrymen?
Yeah.
I am by law. I am by law required to dislike my own countrymen.
No, you're not. You're being a race trader.
Yes, I am.
You're not. Bubbles, he's not. He's lying.
How do you know that?
Yes.
You're lying.
Wow.
Oh no, Banana Boy sent
Oh,
me.
could you?
Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm impressed at Cashew's work speed, by the way.
He's a pretty good boy.
I sent him something like, hey, can you take a look at this when you have the time? I know you got a stream today, because he did a stream today. It's super late for him. And he not only did he get back to me, but he actually made edits to the thing and like everything. Like, I can't show you guys because that's a bit spoilery. You guys have to wait to see this. But damn, fast, expedient, efficient, and he did a good job. And it looks really good. Sorry, I'm torturing people now. I'm like his banana pizza. Oh, it scares me. Kibs is a race trader. False. I'm no traitor to any race. Aha.
I've never betrayed anyone.
Hey, Kib.
What?
Hey, Kib. Guess what time it is?
Bubs, don't betray us.
It's been 3 hours.
Bubs, don't do
I
it.
can leave in good conscience.
Bubs, it's up to 4 hours though.
2 to 4 hours. I'm putting myself well in the average here of what it should be.
Come on, Bubs. 4 to 4, Bubs.
Sleepy.
Okay, well. Good night, Bubs. I'll see you later, bud.
Night, Bubs.
Good night, Carl.
Well, no
I'm
good
just
night,
saying,
Fairman.
Huh?
Mr. Personality might allow you to do the last 3 hours in another game, like NieR
Oh,
Automata
Mr.
or something
Personality's
else.
back.
He is. See if he'll answer first. So, Kyle, do you have a question for him?
Mr. Personality, do you want us to stream more fishing? No, wait, let me correct that. You want us to stream the rest of the fishing stream in NieR Automata? Because the thing is, we've completed all the fishing quests in here. NieR Automata has fishing as well.
Yep. Not quests, but it does have the journal, so you can collect the 100% of the fishies.
This is true.
It's a thing that exists.
How many fish has Kibs got? I don't even know. Get the fish death end. Okay, so it sounds like you want that. Now,
He
technically,
wants you to eat the mackerel.
technically speaking, we have an hour to go on, so I'll wind down and we'll just play some SWTOR in the background for 30 minutes. And once I get clarification that that's what you want, you little bastard. Because Only Death said he's fine with pretty much whatever. And so that kind of just leaves you. Now, I do have to talk to both of you about what kind of games you want to see on the channel. And we'll see what we can work. Because some games might not work. So we'll give you a list of options. I think is how we'll do it or something like that. And then you can suggest stuff or something. And
Still
Bubbles.
haven't shown you how many fish you caught, though.
How do I do that?
Inventory.
Hold on. Let's scare the fish, Bubs. Ugh. Get the fish at that thumbs up. Play an actual fishing game, lol. Never. Fishing mini games is where it's at, brother.
Hello, dearie.
Alright, we can see how many fish we have when we sell them. Oh, it stacks. Nice. We can see how much our fish are worth. So, we have 30 blowfish.
Like how you... Okay.
What?
There you
89
go, you managed to figure
breams,
out.
38 sharks, 17 blue marlins, 5 dunkleostises, 3 rainbow
Dunkleosteus.
trout, 4 black bass, 1 giant catfish, 1 hyneria, 1 sandfish, 40 aquatic plants, 72 rusty buckets, 30 empty cans, and that's it.
It's quite a bit of money.
That's $250,000 gold, though.
You say to keep 10 sharks and 10 catfish. Their missions.
Their missions. 10 sharks and 10 catfish. Ten sharks and 10 catfishes. Giant catfish or regular catfish?
I don't think there's any regular catfish.
Oh no. Glow in the Dark donates $10.
He also
Say
says keep the buckets.
keep the buckets. Okay.
For weapon upgrades that you'll never get.
That'll never get. W. Glow in the Dark donates $10. Say Bob battles for beautiful, bountiful, bouncing bun. Bob battles on beyond bulwarks, beyond battlements, beyond bees. I almost said beliefs.
Bob has problems.
Braving, beating, breaking on battlefields, never backing up for buns of Kibs. Thank you for the super chat. And that was Cancer. Look at the bright side, chat. You get to keep all the money. I'm just quoting a game. You don't get to keep nothing. Like, oh.
He also wants to keep the cans.
His list of demands. His list of demands. These are the 7 points of my treaty. Anything else, Mr. Slut? He's like, no.
Mr. Slut Penalty.
Tried out BattleTech Tabletop last Sunday. Seems pretty fun. It is kind of fun, actually. It's a shame I can't play more of it. Don't have time. But the nice thing about BattleTech Tabletop is that it's very... It is a good tabletop for simulating like vehicles and mechas and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of
I mean,
compartments.
they actually have World War II vehicles, that rule said.
Yes, there is actually World War II vehicles as a gag. You can use T-34s. They're
You know, that's
absolutely
what-
get destroyed by everything though.
As they should be, because they're just T-34s and the T-34s are pieces of shit.
I think there's a P-51 Mustang. There's a Stug. I like the BattleTech Stug. It's like it's on wheels, bubs, and it has a giant fucking cannon that can one-shot mix.
Good.
Good. I
It
agree
is.
with Bob there.
AC-20.
Now, time for me to sleep.
Good night, Bob.
Good
night,
night,
Bubs.
Carl. Good night, Fairmoon. Good night,
Good night,
Chance.
Bobby Boo.
Can try to get ketchup. I don't know if he's
No.
gonna be obstinate or not.
He's obstinate. He's ketchup.
Bye, Bubs.
Bye.
Damn, that looks really good. Like, we got a new asset for our game, and it looks fucking cool. I can't share it with you. I'm sorry, chat. I can't share it with you. All right, chat. We'll continue playing stuff, but you'll get to decide on what. First, we're gonna sell this. Then, we're gonna save. So, what do you want to see us continue to stream right now until the time's up? Do you want to see some? Want to play some Crackdown, chat? You want to play? Wants to play around in SOTOR or something? Mr. Personality and Only Death will get to pick a full blown Let's Play, not just a little thing. They'll get something bigger. Zerg campaign, lol. I'm gonna murder you. Dark Souls. Murder you too. This is what I get for
What?
asking people.
Ooh, there's a good. There's a good one, kids.
Man and Conquer. Wow. Okay, we got one good suggestion. I'm kidding, Chan. I'm just
I mean,
berating you for fun.
Jets and Guns 2 got released, and that one has a cooperative campaign.
But you're obsessed with those games.
That game is pretty
Those games,
enjoyable. At
like
least the
those
first
games
one
don't
was.
really. They're not really for me. I used to play them like when I was a kid on my Game Boy.
That's the same for me, but I did enjoy the first one. Which is why I probably like it enough, because it's the one game of those which I really enjoyed.
Emperor Battle for Dune. Emulate it, lol. Why emulate it when I own it? I don't think it'll work though. Ow, ow, ow. We're gonna get to the save station. Brigador, go for Sotor. I must abandon for work, so have fun. See ya, Grey Kainos. Thank you for joining the stream, and take care, man. Good luck at work. Be safe.
Good luck.
There was one at the beach. Play Tiberium Wars, Kibs. So many good game suggestions. The worst part about me is I have a lot of games, like a lot of games, which makes it all the harder to pick. Always. RA2 Yours Revenge won't work right now. Why won't it work? Because I have to repatch it on this computer.
You could always go for the one that shan't be named.
German, hell, now. Hell. Think I want Bundo. Crispy Fairbear. CNC Rivals. Alright, you're going to hell. You're going to Skyrim. I need to mod that.
Skyrim multiplayer, yes.
We will be doing the Skyrim multiplayer with mods at some point. That is planned.
I know one mod I want in there.
Not the sex mods.
Nope,
Damn.
not what I'm talking about. There's basically a mod that adds a weep raise. You can hear his silent disgust right now. It's just...
Proximity. Community Skyrim. I love Skyrim, but it has its faults. But I have mine
that
modded
has
with
faults.
sex
It
mods
is a
too.
Bethesda game.
Oh, god damn it.
Wait,
Wormwood,
what?
Maybe. I'm just reading chat. They're funny.
Oh, Rimworld. Oh, I was forced to visit a certain site recently for a Rimworld mod because it wasn't available.
Fallout Tactics. Oof, that will give me a fucking aneurysm. Fallout Tactics is hard. Play game. We can't play this. That's a tiny puppy. It didn't die.
What? What? Don't kill the puppy, kids.
That's a weird looking puppy.
Don't kill the puppy.
Oh god, the tail waggling gets thinner and wider. Why? Chat, why? Why does it do that?
I mean,
Turn off that console, chat. It's time for the console to do the sweepies.
Goodbye, console.
Now that we've slain the console in unholy battle. Yes, chat. Bertle. We slew it in Bertle. Oh god, that's on my wish list? Fuck no, we're fixing that. Oh, let me make sure there's nothing weird on here. I will not be judged. Some stuff I accidentally clicked on.
But you are already being judged.
Nothing particular. Nothing I'm afraid to show, at least. Halo Infinite. I want the new Lego Star Wars game. Cheat. Subverse. Can't go wrong with anime titties. I don't know why that's there, honestly. What was on here? It just said, like, fucking Death Stranding was on here. But it's not. Oh, no, it didn't say it was on my wish list. Okay. Oof, that was anti-game. Yikes, chat. Good thing
Yeah,
Steam censors that stuff. Otherwise, I'd have to do
there
some
are
editing.
a lot
Nice
of hentai
desktop.
games
You
on
want to look at my
Steam.
desktop? It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. These are basically random pictures that I use for things like backgrounds. So what I do is I just drag them to my desktop, and then I drag them into Clip Studio when I make the thumbnails, and then I clean it up later.
At least my desktop is
These
somewhat
documents are just notes. Most of them are useless or not important anymore, except for the NDA one. That's useful.
See, my desktop might be a mess, but at least I have usually only shortcuts.
Also,
on
for
my
those who
desktop.
don't know, this is Aerith, and yes, if you've seen it before, you can actually download this picture on our Discord. We have a lot of custom art, and it's all available now.
Isn't there also Merc with that one?
What?
Isn't there also merchandise available with that one?
We do have merchandise available on Teespring still. We've yet to be attacked for no reason. Let's see. Like here. For example, if you join our Discord server, you can go into here and you can see channel assets. This is an amazing fan art we got a long while ago from Vermintide. I had it posted here. But here you can download any of the assets we have or art. Here's from The Last of Us. Familiar with that?
Yeah.
Tropico 6, which we still have yet to do. It's on our list of things to do. An upcoming indie. Some art that was never really used. Another upcoming series. That series. Oh, getting lewd. Gotta be careful if we scroll up. What kind of assets might be up here?
Yeah, Kibs, better not go further up.
It's fine. There's no hentai in. There shouldn't be hentai in the channel assets. Nope.
Yeah.
We saw nothing.
Yep.
There will be
Yes,
some
yes.
slight editing at the end of the video. Oh well. God damn it. Look. Nothing.
I told you, but you didn't listen.
How did that slip in there? Good thing we didn't. It didn't.
Because
we
it's
didn't
a
catch anything.
censored version, Kibs. Because it's a censored version.
Oh, that was a censored version. Okay.
It was the censored version.
Good. Still, that should have been up. That should have been in that channel. Watch me misclick on that. You thick. It says chat. But yeah, you have access to all the art in here. See, there's where we got the bub orc. Right there.
Bork.
Fucking great. I'm paranoid. I'll have to check these channels later. I have them all listed as NSFW just in case, but that's the thing. The lewd should be in here. They are in there. The censored stuff is in channel assets still. But yes, Bub Orc is literally the best thing ever. Now. Those shoulder pads, though. Yeah, they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
They are gargantuan.
Risky getting sued by GW there with those shoulder pads.
Damn. Alright, we'll just dig around in SOTOR a little bit because I was messing around with this info. I'm gonna cover stuff up so you don't see anything, aka my login info. And my pay suite. Battle's quick. We're actually gonna do BattleTech series, but we're gonna wait until I wanna kinda wait until Rogue Ted's like the longer I wait, I feel like the better I am off because the Rogue Tech will just have more and more stuff. Like when I go back to it, I want to do it when there's a lot of content. You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff. Like I want to be blown away again. Like it was the first time when I played Rogue Tech.
Blow me away.
I forgot my password. This is gonna take a sec. July 28th is scheduled maintenance. Okay, that sounds fine. That's not today. That's not today, chat. It might be loud, chat. I apologize if so. Kibs is naughty cat girl. Oh no. Those shoulder pads, battle squack, terraria. He's covering so he can see more lewds. Gotta get a quick fap off. Gotta pull a, what you call it?
Fappadoodle.
Old YouTubers. Fap on stream. We have yet to do that.
Kib's gonna this is Kib's one wish, a dream, and I'm going to spoil it here. He only ever dreamed of turning into Dark Side Phil.
Battletech needs a tank game. Pro gamer move. Play StarCraft missions without the mod test run. If we do that, Glow in the Dark, I actually want to do that as part of the full series. Like I don't want to play them now because I still want to do a series on StarCraft, but it's unfortunate that the co-op mod's just too hard. Dark Side Phil, yeah, that's the one.
Did what I just said?
Oh, sorry.
Wait, did I mute myself? No, I didn't.
I was distracted by chat.
I hate you.
I apologize for not listening to you, Fair Bear. Friar Bear.
You never do.
What? I just apologized just now. And then you just said I never do. What kind of fucking contradictory bullshit is this?
It's the one that makes you play games.
Wow, I don't think this game's loading, guys. Or no, it is. There's a loading bar in the bottom right. Oh my god, it's loading slower than fucking molasses. Holy shit. Pro gamer move. Good night, good night. We will be doing a SOTOR playthrough at some point, though. Ah, evil bitch. We'll only play through the game with one character, and then we'll move on. Because if we spend time doing all the character runs, we'd be here for fucking ever. What even is the state of SOTOR today? Last I checked, they did a cringe super secret third faction invasion. Yeah, that was still cringe. Now they're doing something called Onslaught. The Eternal Empire lore is really bad. Like, they hyped it up. It got them a ton of sales. But, like, all in all, it was pretty eh. Oh, I think I DC'd. Your connection server's been lost. Alright, I think the servers are down for maintenance. Oh, well. We'll play something else then. Beer, 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 beer. I thought it didn't say till server maintenance was till tomorrow.
Maybe that's a big server maintenance, and this is just a regular one.
Steam, are you okay? Steam's like, help, I'm having retarded stuff. Only 2 characters SMH. I had to delete all the
Speaking
other
of
ones.
retarded stuff.
Thank you, Silverpen, for the super. Or not super. Thank you. No, wait, what am I doing? My brain stopped working. Austrian boy, bad. You're using telepathic powers to fuck with me. He's like, telepathy strong.
That's what Austrians do. Make other people do things they regret.
Welcome to the stream. Catch up. He's like, no. My Steam has gone full retarded, champ.
Probably did something to deserve it.
Okay, there's an update. Well,
I mean,
one sec while I
kids.
cover this up, because I'm going to have to log back in. Yes, I'm psychic. That one SOTOR trailer that introduced the twins was amazing. It looked great, but like when you actually dissect what happened in the story, the Eternal Empire lore is pretty oof.
That was the one that was basically not a faction until this, right? Or is that a different one?
It's not like a playable faction. They're called the like Eternal Empire something, and they're kind of really weird.
No. I get that. What I mean is like
No,
it was
try
never
it.
mentioned before this game.
Yeah, it doesn't exist anywhere else in the lore.
Yeah,
they
that's
made
what I
some
was getting
comics based on that, but that was about it. Factorio's talking about nukes. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Beer,
Bub's gonna want to play that eventually.
You know what? I'm kind of curious if the Old Republic servers are actually down, or if that was just Steam's update. Let's find out. Shall we chat? Shall we investigate? Investigate. Kid, what server are you on? Says Tezrot23. I don't actually know. I'll tell you as soon as I get into the game, if it lets me this time. What's my password? This is a really fucking old account. Like ancient, and I have to remember what it is because otherwise I forget. Alright, so it says we'll be taking the servers offline on July 28th. Well, that's not today, so it shouldn't be today unless... We'll try it one more time. The Imperial Agent story is the best one. That's why when I'm messing around on it, I'm not playing any of the characters I intend to play for the Let's Play. Purely because I don't want to spoil stuff like that. The motivation behind the Eternal Empire is just comically stereotypical. Yeah, I actually know the lore behind, or not the lore. I know the story behind the Eternal Empire's motivation. I'm not gonna. I can't even remember it fully.
They want to take over the universe.
Well, slight spoilers here. The big emperor dude for the Eternal Empire. Spoilers, by the way, for 5 seconds, so mute for just a minute. Apparently, he wanted to, like, become Stonker. So in order to become Stonks, he just ate people or something like that, or killed people to get stronger and stronger. I can't remember. All I remember fully is that it reminded me of the Witch King, and his lore, and during Wrath of the Witch King, or Lich King, not Witch King. Stupid. I kind of wish the MMO part of SWTOR was better. Yeah, the MMO part is kind of eh. The PvP is kind of fun. Is it? Last time I tried the PvP, I thought I was going to blow my brains out. But that was way, way, way back when. Mr. Personality...
That's the problem with a lot of those PvP things, because you have a lot of tryhards.
Mr. Personality donates $100. Jesus, Mr. Personality. Very generous of you, dude. Donated $100 for a hard space shipbreaker. What is that?
That's the thing where you literally cut up ships.
Yeah, Kibs, that's basically the like dystopian future game where basically you're in like crippling debt, and you basically cut up ships to make money.
Shame that doesn't have multiplayer. If that's what you want us to cover, that covers the cost, and
honestly,
it's a game I'd be willing to try.
Honestly, it seems like just a pretty chill game. The one thing I do kind of remember, at least from the last time I checked into it, or not checked into it, but like watched someone like play it, you can only work on ships for 15 minutes at a time because that's the contrivance for how long a shift is.
It's kind of disappointing, but eh. How much is the base
game? You can go back
game?
to the same ship.
Whenever. Yeah, we'll try to play it at some point, Mr. Personality. Make a note that I need to make a purchase.
Okay, which
as
server?
long as it covers the cost of the game, generally I'll cover it. No, wait, let me finish that statement, chat. As long as we're interested. Though be sure to try to ask beforehand, because I don't want to ever reach a point where somebody's like, well, for this game, it's like, I already own that game. It's like, oh, no, or something like that.
Kibs.
Play Troya, or this. What about it?
Which one?
How do I figure out what server I'm on?
There's probably a button for it.
Coruscant Republic, Jedi Temple, item rating, 19. That wouldn't be the main menu, would it? How do you figure what server we're on? I have played SWTOR for way too much. Probably 1,000 to 2,000 hours at this point. Jesus Christ. Click M. M tells us the server.
And shows you the map. Would it be in the options?
Probably not. Right. World. What? What?
Would it say in the galaxy map?
Right world below that. Right world below that. Below that. Below this? Move this over. Oh, is this it? Coruscant 2?
I'm not seeing that.
Are these the servers? No, are these the servers?
No, those are instances. Remember doing Kingdom Under Fire? They had a similar thing.
I don't know. Shit. Ilfamir. Did you... The thing about SWTOR is it's... As far as MMOs go, it's pretty meh on the MMO side of things. Like, it's not terrible, but it's very forgettable. It certainly is no World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy game that people can get behind. It's not fishing. Yes, because we're going to actually be streaming fishing later, because that way Bubbles will be there for that. Bubbles needs to go to bed. We'll be continuing fishing.
Needed.
What was that?
Needed to go to bed.
Yeah, needed to go to bed.
Tense.
Yep, he's down in bed. We'll be continuing fishing, and I asked chat, and they're fine with us. We're going to continue fishing, not in NieR, but we're going to be fishing in NieR Automata. Or Automata. Automata. How do we pronounce that? NieR Automata. I mean, at least it's flashy, and, you know, lightsabers are lightsabers. I hate the quest before you have the lightsabers, though.
Silverpin is saying apparently you might need to log out, then log back in to see the server.
Yeah, you know what? Because somebody asked, I will do that. You want to know what server I'm in? Maybe we can see each other and molest each other in sexual ways? He's like, no, maybe not interested anymore. Hold on. Let me cover this up one last time. We're going to log out and log back in.
The best part is if you to the wrong server.
Active characters in the server. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. I don't even know where the character is. Is that the server up at the top? Here, I'll switch screens. Ta-da! Is that the server? Satel Chan? Satel Shan? That's not my character's name. My character's name is Ophelia. My bad guy's name is Kibs Question. Kibs.
Yeah, nope, that actually is one of the servers. Okay, that is the server.
Satel Shan. White-haired girls with purple eyes or purple things are great. Yes, the American server. That's a Silverpin with hatred and vitriol in his tone. You are on Satel Shan.
Now the fun part. Which faction?
God damn it. Hold on, let's log out again. Log out again, because I just noticed that when I load it in, you get a thing. I'm telling you, that's why Celeste is going to be the best girl in the game. Everybody's like Rhea, or Aerith, or Aya. And here I'm going like Team Celeste, and everyone's like, nope. And I'm like, no, Purple Lolly, I'm sorry. So shall we? Poor Celeste. No love. Except maybe from Silverpin. She is the prettiest. She is. Just wait till she grows up. Winks at
Then
him.
she's gonna be the oldest.
And then she'll be wrinkly. You're like, no! No!
You have a picture for that.
We do.
Which faction do I want to play?
I do like how it automatically puts that there. I remember in games before they would do that. Oh fuck, they're bad guys. My swords or my lightsabers are orange guys. Mega itch. It's just Star Wars music, guys. So Kibs is into lollies? No. Why wait? Why wait? Oh no! Pearl hair is a warning sign for many people these days. That's why I'm not, and not many are attracted to lolly. Look, characters grow up. At least in our world, they do. I'm just saying. Keep an eye on that one. So even if there fucking was a chrono thing, he's older than you. Don't worry, it's the standard 10 billion years thing. Like, you son of a bitch, I'm fucking with you, by the way. You know what I do to make Bubs mad? Manually click the buttons. That always made Bubbles mad. If you're streaming an MMO, just click the buttons like that. It'll make him cranky. I don't remember attracting all these bad guys, to be perfectly honest. All these mobs. But apparently we did.
Jedi scum!
I don't like their faces, that's for sure.
You have a real knack for making friends.
That wasn't my mission.
I didn't come here to make friends.
I'm edgy.
No sign of Dr. Tarnus. Kind of puts a damper on things.
We were the decoys. Now you'll never see your little doctor again.
Damn.
Is that so? Give me a minute with this guy. I'll make him talk.
No. I'll handle this.
I'm the Jedi here. I'll ask the questions.
Go ahead. You'll get nothing. The boss would kill me for talking.
I'll kill you
Who's
first.
in a better position to kill you? Your boss or me? Oh, so you're that kind of Jedi. Good to know.
Wait! I don't want to die! I'm with the Black Sun. My boss, Solar, sent us to grab your doctor and bring him to our headquarters. That's all I know.
Black Sun is a major crime syndicate. Whatever they want with Tarnus, we'd better save him quick. Me and my security detail will clean this up. Agent Galen will want to hear about this.
Oh, he got to live. Probably because there's witnesses. When you play a Jedi and you do evil things, your character will just be like, you'll fucking murder people when people aren't around, but when people are around, you'll be like, I was just kidding. I wasn't really gonna do it. Meanwhile, on the other quest, fucking killed several people. It's like, I don't know where I'm going. Chant, what are we doing?
See, the good guys are not allowed to have any fun.
Outside Mando plotline, I wasn't very fond of the Empire side. I like the Sith Empire's Imperial Agent from the little bit I played, but I forced myself not to because I always intended to do a YouTube off it. Just like the Sith Inquisitor was kind of fun. Though the one you saw that was boosted to level 70, he was boosted. I never actually played through any of the content, so I have no fucking idea. The only one I'm playing just to get a feel for the game, just so I can understand how it works better, so I don't get made fun of like I normally do, is the Sith Inquisitor. Plus, I just needed an MMO to play in the background when I have nothing else to do and work on. To prevent myself from starting the pen and paper RPG that I've been wanting to start for a while now. I really want to start working on it, but I gotta focus. If I work on anything, it's gotta be directly for the video game. I thought it was very interesting playing a light side Sith warrior. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Because it's like, you're a piece of shit, but at the same time you're not that bad. Oh, did I miss a quest? God damn it. It's a bonus option. Oh, well. We can't go back. I'll make fun of you anyways. Yeah, I kind of expected as much. People generally do that. Fairbear is easier to make fun of. That's why I bring Fairman along. It's like, okay, you know, people make fun of me. I'll make fun of Fairman. Fairman will just sit there and make sad noises. These are my Fairman.
Well, if you say stupid comments, count as making fun of someone. If it makes you happy.
Fairman's like, you will be executed.
Not really.
Not really. It's partially. You get to shock people. What's not fun? Inquisitor's the first one I played. It was not... Avenger says, Inquisitor was the first one I played. It was not really anything worth writing home about. I don't remember. I just remember the Inquisitor torturing a lot of people in this game. The torture does sound pretty good.
It does.
The Sith Marauder, or the Sith Warrior, more or less, is the more preferred one, if I remember correctly. Remember, is a good sport. I like that y'all can manage to cheer me up after shitty days. Well, we're glad that we actually do something useful. That's always really appreciative as well. Sometimes we make content, and sometimes we make content we don't feel quite happy about. It happens. Like, sometimes I make a video and I go like, God, why did I even bother doing that? And then somebody says like, oh man, your content's I really like it and I appreciate it. I'm like, oh my God, you know what? Never mind. Maybe me suffering wasn't that bad after all. Maybe. I'm blowing it out of proportion, by the way. I'm just referring to bad games that we play sometimes. But I would honestly recommend, if you guys are a fan of storytelling or just games in general, to give SWTOR a shot. Just give it a shot. I advise you avoid the characters like Jedi Counselor, specifically the most, because that was the worst one. The Smuggler and Bounty Hunter are kind of mediocre. The Trooper's kind of eh. The Jedi Knight's worth playing, I'd say. The Sith Marauder's worth playing. The Imperial Agent's worth playing, from what I hear. And just give it a shot, because you know what? It's kind of a fun little chill game. You don't need to subscribe for it. I think, right? I think. It's free to play for the most part. At least I'm level 14 free so far. Fuck. R is typing. R used to be auto run. At least it was for WoW, so that's why I keep pressing it. I keep typing in chat random fucking letters. Which is always annoying, mind you. I took a wrong turn. I took a very long turn. Coruscant is massive. The old Senate building. I've heard that Stormtrooper Commando is bad. I liked part of it, but I heard that the commando itself is actually relatively bad as a character because you need to play with someone else. I didn't hear that the story was bad. I heard that the balance for the character was bad. As in, you're going to be struggling with quests because he's like multi-role class, but he's not good at either role.
Based on what I'm seeing here, it explicitly says that the commando is intended to be a support.
Yeah, he's supposed to support. So you want to play with another person if you want to do commando and get the commando story.
I mean, if you're content doing your Jedi character, I guess I can be commando.
Dr. Tarnus is the least of our worries, General. The stolen data files had details, not only on the planet prison, but every.
Although I spent my time grinding to level 306, wouldn't recommend it. What? They have that many levels? They cucked the game's difficulty, so I wouldn't worry about it. They did? You can solo every story very easily. They did? I don't remember that. This guy's mad. Our most powerful experimental weapons are in Black Sun. Has access to them? How could this happen? It's all your fault.
I'm fucking annoyed the cybernetics that you can give for your character are fucking weak sauce for the Republic.
We must act quickly to secure these other weapons. Where are they?
3 off-world research facilities. Minimal defenses to give them a low profile. They're vulnerable.
Master Kiewicz and I will split up and protect 2.
And I'll take the 3rd one.
You get the fun part. Rescuing Dr. Tarnus and the copied data files from Black Sun.
Why did they even bother putting cybernetics as a class or as a
rescue mission?
Like body type if they're not even going to like commit to it?
Get used to it.
Yeah.
Kira will stay behind too, with Agent Galen leaving her.
Well, contrived reasons.
She can
Well, I
be
think it's just Star Wars
Give her a
cybernetics.
chance. You'll make a good team.
Yeah.
He's a liability.
That girl is useless. She'll only hold me back.
If she were useless, I would not have taken her as my Padawan.
Damn.
We should go. May the Force be with us all.
I'll escort you to the ships, my friends.
Before I go, I'm putting all my resources at your disposal. There's a special tactical unit in Black Sun territory. Experienced security officers who've been fighting those gangsters for
Become
months.
General Grievous.
Go to these
I don't
coordinates.
think we
Talk
can,
to Sergeant
but I will be
McDowell.
evil, so
He
you
can
know.
help you rescue Dr. Tarnus and get those copied data files.
He'd better.
Man better have a strong stomach. Those gangsters are going to learn the meaning of pain.
They're already familiar with that topic. Don't underestimate the Black Sun gang. They enjoy killing, and they're good at it. Kira's on her way. I'll get her plugged into our security network before I leave. Good luck.
Salute me, son of a bitch. I need to sell stuff. But, like, I don't see a reason for the economy, unless you're, like... Unless you're actually doing the auction house, I guess, in this MMO. But, like, for me, the only reason I'd play this game is purely for the story. I don't know. The story. The story. The story. If they ever take down the servers, though, they should make the servers go, like... They should make, like, an offline client. That would be abysmal for them to be like, oh, yeah, we just sort of threw it away. Like they do with most MMOs. I hate that. Oh, dude. Fuck it. Oh, yeah, that's stupid. That's stupid. I want to go this way.
That's stupid, though.
What's Chance saying? Does your character hate sand? Etheria. By the way, if you see these names later on, I want you to know that I just take names from our game's character list and just use them for character names. Look, I only have so much creativity and imagination, okay? I may recycle some of these names. Or I may be recycling the names of characters I play in games. Other things. Is that a weird name? Okay.
That is the major mistake I forgot to do. I forgot to change the audio settings before going into the cutscene.
Does Kibs hate sand? Not really. As long as I don't have, like, machinery near it or something. Because it gets everywhere, and it can break stuff. I'm not interested. I'm not your friend.
I don't get involved in politics.
And what of crime? That is Senator Gunnar A. Dodd. The great lout is more... Ah! That guy's voice, though. Why tell me?
You
You expect me to do what about this?
Damn. My username is Ethicus. Came from Sotor, name generator, lol. Nice, that's kind of funny that it just came full circle. Like, my username's always been Ethicus. Ethicus. I'm going the wrong way. Again. They should zoom this out more. Oh. Can't. Kibs, standard naming scheme. Yep. I do not have one of those. I just use random characters from our game or mixers. And I'm like, I like your name. And I'm going to pretend you're this character. Most times the character doesn't behave at all. Like Euphoria does not behave the way Euphoria behaves in the story of our game. But you know, details.
Senator, please comprehend. Repairing Coruscant's infrastructure is green obtuse. To form the red parallel, we require a black bisector.
Oh, this is pointless. I can't understand a word you're saying.
I use mistaken words and request patience. This will be clearer. The lower levels are alarming and filled with casualties. Active collaborators can solve problems.
Oh, I give up. Do you have any idea what this ambassador droid is trying to say?
Don't know, don't care. Damn.
This just isn't something I want to be involved in.
Just listen to the ambassador here. I've been down here all week trying to sort this out. I'm Senator Oranda. This is Patake from the NieR Enclave. Before you ask, the NieR are remote people, isolationist. They helped build Coruscant's original infrastructure. We asked for assistance with repairs. They sent the droids.
Why call it
We
outsiders?
shouldn't need strangers, or their droids, to come fix our problems.
Whole subsystems of Coruscant were busted in the war. But the tech is so old and weird, there's nobody here who understands them.
The Enclave bargains resources and offers reversal of Coruscant's yellow concave. We commit to White Vertex to achieve this.
NieR droids seem to speak in NieR patterns, so this gibberish is what I've got to rebuild Coruscant with.
I speak attentively in hopes of comprehension. The bargain encounters great challenges. My delegates suffer assault affecting the maintenance, fire, damage, and fear. Do you follow?
That's easy. They're being attacked.
Coruscant isn't a safe place. That's not news.
My delegates comprehend your terms too well. They reject transit beyond this tower.
Coruscant needs these repairs to continue functioning. Patake, you have to convince your delegates to brave these dangers.
Impossible. My delegates require aid from one accustomed to fire, damage, and chaos. A black bisector, you see?
Can't the Senate be useful?
Is this the sort of thing we pay taxes for?
I'm the only
That
member of the
politicians, they're
Ooh,
never
that's a
gonna
good
be
point.
useful.
That's a-
help us. Listen, the ambassador droid seems to like you.
Isn't this the thing we pay taxes for? She's like, no, you're gonna do it.
I will compensate the black bisector with useful and valued items only available from the Enclave. My delegates will
His
describe
delegates
the black
don't speak
spheres for you.
autism.
These are bold,
Wamp, wamp.
courageous mission callings. Speak to them and learn.
6 conquest points. Wow. There, I have a new slot of inventory items. You can't yell at Kib no more, that's for sure.
Never going back. Never going back to Blue Nonagon. Now I am Yellow Concave. Injuries mark my chassis forever. And why? Ungrateful humans.
What?
I'm afraid you lost me there.
I offer apologies. The fear courses in me, and I lose myself. I must verbalize more attentively. Coruscant's life waters are sluggish, stagnant. Patake commanded me. Go to the level below, repair the broken hydro supply, make clean life waters flow. I crafted a solution to achieve Patake's command. All was orange sphere until I arrived at the level below, then green perpendicular.
What?
How were you going to fix the hydro supply?
I crafted a durable object of Gree ingenuity, perfectly aligned for the needed maintenance. Patake failed to impart the lethal conflict enemies waiting on the level below. Many weapons and offenders despising my arrival. I fled Black Sun with my crafted solution intact, but the repair progresses unresolved. Coruscant's life waters.
This game needs bigger shoulder pads.
Repairs. The hydro supply must have my crafted
World of Warcraft
solution.
shoulder pads, where they're fucking like the size of their head. No, the size of their torso. No, the size of their house. No, the shoulder pads are the house. Count me out.
So the warriors are basically snails.
For the right price.
Yeah, pretty much.
Progress my black sphere for compensation.
I got my house always
Where are
with me.
these subtitles in the menu?
As consideration for this bargain.
Good question.
Take and apply my crafted solution to the hydro supply, but do not apply before deactivating nearby flow valves, or pressure explosion death will result. Be alerted. Black Sun green perpendicular will provide onslaught. May you experience blue tangent and return intact.
None of that made any sense to Kib, but Kib knows that they said go, do thing, then come back and get thing for doing thing. And Kib's like, Kib understand basic idea of quest. Not much else was understood in that dialogue. Beyond the fact that they said things to Kib, and Kib just sort of went like, perpendicular squares to you too, my friend. It's autism, the robot. Green spheres, all green spheres. But orange spheres are better than green spheres. And that was like 2015, 2016. I haven't had problems even when I first played. Says Silver Pen. I didn't really have problems with the game. I just struggled to really figure out what the game wanted. Kill and power down, says Mr. Personality. Can't kill him. But I think we've dragged the stream as long as we can, chat. I think now is the perfect time to call it. There. It's about 4 hours.
I mean, that's... Yep.
Just did a little bit of something else because I know we pulled the fishing stream a little bit shorter than normal. Just so we can do a different fishing game, aka NieR Automata. So next fishing stream, I will let you guys know in advance. Will be won't be tomorrow. At least I don't think it'll be tomorrow. We will be doing a fishing game, and fishing will be in NieR Automata. Tomorrow, I think Bubbles will be doing something to stream. I'm not quite sure. Hopefully, if not, that'll blow. Oh, that's kind of funny. They had a scream for that and a crunchy sound. I was like, Ophelia has found what gravity does to a Jedi who's not prepared. You, my friend, have a higher tolerance for BS, delays, and wasting hours walking then. Damn. Where's the lightsaber whips? Oh, don't even get me started.
Where the hell got the lightsabers?
Oh, cringe. Will you stream tomorrow, Kibs? If Bubbles does not stream, I will. So we'll see. Bubbles might not be streaming tomorrow, so we might be streaming. If we stream tomorrow, it'll probably be Crackdown 2, if I had to guess. And then we'll continue playing through games until there's no games left on the planet Earth. But either way, chat, I think that's going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you for joining for the fishing stream. Thank you for all the supers, as always. If you haven't already joined the Discord server, we will be in the server up above. Well, at least in the VCs. You can come hang out with us for a bit. I'm going to be making dinner. But yeah, we'll see you in tomorrow's stream. Or if not, Bubbles will see you in his stream. Either way, take care, and we'll catch you later.